It's Judas Iscariot, sold it to our Lord and Saviour for 30 pieces of silver, and then grassed them up to the Romans.
And then Jesus came out the cave, and he had an Easter egg in his hand.
And he said, "Take thy Easter egg and do
unto others unto you will have unto them." And he threw the egg in the air.
And it rolled down the hill.
And it rolled down the hill. And then he rolled down the hill like a little kid. Whee! And then the Easter Bunny was like, "What the fuck?" He hopped away.
Aye. That's it.
And that's it.
That was it with the bunny.
That's why I know everyone's talking about why do we have Easter eggs? Why do we have Easter bunnies?
All about?
Yeah, well there you go.
Shit, we didn't cover what the chocolate was all about.
Well,
what is the chocolate?
Do unto others. Everyone likes chocolate, pretty much, apart from Danny.
No,
apart from this person I'm right across from me. But other than him, most people like chocolate. So do unto others what have you done unto yourself with thyself.
Was it?
Is that another quote, no?
That went out.
Do unto others, have them eat the chocolate which you would have had unto yourself.
Nailed it in one. Right, so I think we should start the show.
I think that's the start. The first minute of that. The first what I just said there.
Right. Well.
Because that's informative. It basically, any uncertainty around Easter Bunny.
Yeah,
it's
cleared up.
There we go. It's cleared up, right?
You've answered anyway.
Right, we're doing a nostalgic thing.
Hold on a second.
All right.
Jeez, you've never need on your learn.
Right, do your fucking little intro.
Just the basics of broadcasting.
Do your fucking little intro.
Fuck's sake. Maybe I won't this time. Right, welcome to Root Canal. I'm Dan.
This is Pad.
And and it's another. Oh, and it's April's Fool's Day. Did you know that?
Oh shit.
That's what I was going to do. Do you know what? I was going to do something to make the show good, and I didn't.
What was it?
I was going to look up what the. Oh jeez.
Oh sorry.
I take it your airplane mode's doing well. What's this?
Look, just to prove to you, that's not a call. That is on airplane mode. Look.
What was it for though?
A reminder. I didn't see.
Reminder. I didn't.
Probably saying in podcast, Danny.
Aye. Okay.
Right.
I was going to try and find out the origin of April Fool's Day.
That's a good one.
Never thought about that.
Right, let's make it up, because sometimes we do that. Not about
I was
Easter
going to.
You were gonna.
Aye.
Right, let's make it up now then.
Right.
That's not really going to be funny.
That's going to be hard actually.
Yeah. So there was a fool.
There was a fool born on April 1st. Most babies are fools, but you ever noticed that?
Yeah, idiots.
Nothing in the way of literature.
Yeah.
Nothing in the way of music.
No reference. They can't get any references.
Nah.
Just Google. You just got Google Gaga them and do little peekaboo things. Then you run out of things to say.
Unoriginal cunts.
I know. That's so harsh.
Oh, yeah.
Give him a bit of time. 2-year-old. That's when I started.
I could read it 3 weeks. I was way advanced.
Yeah.
I was way beyond.
What were you reading as a baby?
Dostoevsky. No, that's far too. No. I started like most kids on War and Peace.
Oh right. The other great Russian. Right. That's interesting. Convenient how you were struggling there to think of somebody. No, not Dostoevsky.
Oh, I was going to go.
I can't just say yes to the first person Paddy suggests. Let me think. Oh yeah. Tolstoy. Yeah. That was it. Huh.
Because I thought, right, here's how I'm thinking. There's going to be right. I thought, right, I'll come up with a good children's writer or like something like that. And I went, I don't know any children's writer. And now I'm going, Dr. Zeus. You could have said Dr. Zeus. And then
yeah, but that's all. Yeah, all right.
What you got to say there? That's all. Well, no, I'm interested. Fucking say it.
Well, it's just a kid's book, innit? So it's like, well, you technically could have been reading it because it's all pictures and just.
Well, by the way, the fuck off. I get notifications. I don't know how can you get notifications on Apple?
I don't know. I really don't know.
That's not right. I don't know. Can I throw that away?
Fucking Instagram.
Instagram. So
instant pain in the arse. I'm obviously getting old. See that Insta.
The Insta
stone.
Insta face.
Insta face.
Insta book. Do you know what I noticed?
Why have drug dealers not like got like an Instagram page called Instagram?
Oh, right.
Because come on, right? If there's any drug dealers out there, right? Throw me some money, right?
Like that.
And then you can use that.
Throw Pad some money.
Yeah.
Aye, for Instagram.
As if they're gonna fucking be like, oh, aye, sure, mate.
Was it you? Is this you? I've heard this somewhere. Did you come up with this idea?
Yeah.
Aye.
Alright, I'm recycling ideas. What do you want from me?
2 seconds, aye. So, Paddy said to me, I've got an idea. I think it was an app. And the app was coming up with a drug dealer. And it was you, aye. It's called Instagram.
For a script. I'm not actually a drug dealer.
Right, Instagram.
Yeah.
Mostly because they don't need to.
Yeah.
They don't
need any marketing schemes, do they? No.
Well, if your product's good enough,
yeah,
you don't need to market it.
Yeah.
The tobacco industry found that out.
Oh, aye.
You know that? The tobacco industry, to say late 70s or so, they banned tobacco advertising. And they thought, oh fuck, we're in trouble here.
Yeah.
And nobody stopped smoking. So they realised, we're fucking saving a fortune now, we don't need to put money into advertising. Product's good enough, you don't need to advertise it. That's why I'm suspicious when I see, like, right now there's a Miller Rice advert running. No, Miller Yogurt.
Yeah.
I always get the two mixed up. It's been running for about 6 months now and it's getting a bit wearing, to say the least.
Yeah.
So it's like a nursery teacher, if you can call them teachers. Oh, you've seen it?
Yeah.
They're not teachers, are they?
I'm not having another go. Right, let's have an actual good tangent. Tell the audience what you told me about Irn Bru, how it was invented.
Why it was invented? It was all drunk fucking shipyard workers like, I've got a drink. No, if it turns out this is wrong.
Oh, you seem pretty confident.
No, I'm not pretty confident.
Right,
I'm all.
Okay, go on.
But these days, misinformation.
Well, they can comment all they like.
So the story goes, in Glasgow, just say bars came about in the 30s, something like that, or Irn Bru certainly did. The shipyard workers at lunchtime. It doesn't sound right for a shipyard worker. I'm aware. Does it? Break time.
I love how you're just interrupting your own story.
I interrupt myself.
But yeah.
Aye. It just didn't sound right. Lunchtime sounds a bit like, did they have repacked lunch boxes and
probably did.
Playtime? Yeah. That was before just after playtime. After the shipyard workers finished playtime, they'd have their lunchtime. But they'd go and get hammered on beer and so on, and anything else that they could drink, and obviously this was Ship fuel, aye. What's that, water? I don't know. And,
water.
Still with that cough. Jeez, there's been one constant with this podcast.
Right, come on.
Paddy's cancer. Anyway.
Fuck me.
We've all got it. Do you know we've all got... We've all got the white blood cells, free radicals like that, swimming about, waiting to start some trouble. And if they gang up, they end up cancer.
I'm a hypochondriac, don't say these things to me.
He is a hypochondriac.
Right, anyway, fucking get to the point of this story, Jesus Christ.
Oh, you tell it. Mouth.
Right.
I didn't bring it up.
Right, I'll tell it then, fine.
You tell it. Well,
right,
I have a sip in my Irn Bru.
Right, so, what people realised was that some workers... Most workers got drunk, right, but... So apparently, I don't know why, but bars were like, right, let's make a drink which isn't alcoholic, but which is kind of simulates alcohol, because it's kind of wets the whistle, more so than like Coke and other fizzy drinks, but also has that kind of alcohol taste that Irn Bru has. So they created Irn Bru for those workers who wanted a wee drink that wasn't an alcoholic drink.
Yes.
So Irn Bru was made.
And very successful.
That's it.
Got a great fact about Irn Bru that makes me... It's not... Pride's not the word. Pride's not the word.
Okay.
But... What's close to pride? Right, it's like a... where you kind of... You feel... You're You're like, I'm happy. Well, I'm happy about this.
Okay.
I'll put it that
Yeah,
way. I'm happy about this.
Okay.
The only country in the entire planet that Coca-Cola doesn't reign supreme.
Yeah.
Scotland.
Yeah.
The only country Irn Bru beats Coca-Cola, hands down. And the Coca-Cola company can't. They're like, what the fuck's wrong with these Scots?
Yeah, xenophobia.
Xenophobia. Irn Bru-phobia.
Yeah. Xenophobia to all other fucking
beverages.
Yes. That's how fucking staunch
and
xenophobia is in Scotland.
Well, no. It's... Hold on.
Or patriotism, whatever you want to call it.
Waiting on the 5-0 passing by.
I'm sure people can still listen, come on.
No, but you said something about getting, we're not millionaires like Rogan, it's so true. Sometimes This is why we should date on a Sunday,
Well, it's a bank holiday.
There's less crime on a Sunday. There must be, yeah.
Probably. Everyone's hungover.
Never thought about that.
Yeah.
I think it is. Less crime, more accidents. Less crime, more hospital admissions.
Interesting. Probably, yeah.
If there's any clinicians or nurses or...
Oh yeah, they know, yeah.
Aye. Know that you will, but do we have a P.O. box yet? Is that a thing still? Do they still exist? I've never... Remember... Oh, right. Here's a great segue.
Okay.
And it was... I actually didn't mean it.
Aye.
Remember back in the days... We didn't speak about anything to do with this before. Remember back in the days, you would watch your children's TV shows?
Yes.
And you would have a P.O. box number.
They'd always say
and they would always
P.O.
send
box.
in...
Yeah.
Did you ever send in?
I think I did a few things, yeah. Can't remember exactly, but I'm sure I did.
No reply?
No reply, nah.
Same. Utter disappointment.
What was your favourite shows again?
Favourite shows?
I've written them down if you want.
You've written down my favourite shows?
Aye.
That's a good trick. I don't even know.
Just because I know we'll forget.
I don't need that sound effect.
Oh my god, you're such a fucking pedantic cunt.
It's not. It's for the ears of the...
So now you've just alerted them to it, plus spent 10
you alerted them
seconds,
to it.
10 seconds worth of not funniness on a
you've done it
fucking
again?
paper moving.
A paper?
Oh, they're going to switch off now.
Is that what you call it?
Oh,
a paper?
Oh, I heard a paper rustle.
A
I am now fucking turning this shite off.
Is it a paper, aye? Is that a paper?
Yeah, a bit of paper.
It's a sheet of paper.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You're right, Danny.
What's
sheet of paper.
What's with the unnecessary irony?
What's with the unnecessary pedanticness?
I'm just trying to save the fucking ears of the people.
The ears.
Here's Paddy. Everybody coming.
Yeah, it was hardly that, mate. It was hardly that. Right, give me my sheet of paper back. Thank you very much.
My favourite shows, apparently.
Aye, it's gonna help you, but I'll just.
I know, man. I know what I liked.
Right, well, you didn't a minute ago, did you?
Okay, the Pinnacle.
Right.
Arthur's Watch for me was where that phone.
Oh yeah.
What a fucking idea. Right, but what do you think? Do you remember it?
Vaguely, that was like he had a watch we could go back time. He could rewind. No, what was that one then?
So you just made that up to me?
No.
Lie to me again. I'll tell you what it was.
Right.
And it was quite ahead of its time.
Yeah.
No pun intended there, by the way.
Right.
Quite clever.
Aye.
If I had thought about it. Arthur's Watch was a boy who found what the fuck would you call like the fancy watches that, like with the
digital
circle?
Digital.
No, a circular watch.
I don't know.
Wait, with the clip hanging on the top of it, 3 gold watch clip.
Oh yeah.
They things.
Aye, them things.
Cunts in Titanic had them.
Right.
They things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So he finds one of them in the dirt or something like that.
Yeah.
And he presses it, chick chick.
Yeah.
And doing sound effects because we're on it earlier. Chick chick. So everybody knows.
Yeah.
That's the sound a watch clicking makes.
Yeah.
Chick chick. It's not really, but it's close. And he presses it, and everything stops around him.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Except for him.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
That
wouldn't be.
Wouldn't be a good show either. Just him for half an hour like that. And he would never be able to unclick
That's like
it.
a funny version.
You know what I mean?
Of it. That's
Aye.
a sketch version.
Aye.
Arthur's one. Half an hour of him just.
It would be
everyone's
It'd be for
frozen.
the rest of the show because he could never unclick it.
29 minutes of him just
Like
frozen.
lockdown syndrome. Aye. So,
right.
so yeah, he would click it. Now, I'll tell you, I've got bugbears about it and stuff as well.
Fuck me. Can you even tell a story without fucking a little
You like
footnote? Right, go on in.
So, no, I'm telling you what
actual
went
thing,
on.
right, go on in.
So he would click it. Now, he would usually, it'd be something like, so, there's a guy painting, like, his ceiling. He's not his ceiling. A psychopath. There's a guy painting the roof or something.
Right.
And Arthur, he said something snidey to Arthur.
Aye.
And Arthur would like...
He'd stop time and think of son a retort to say.
No.
That'd be hilarious.
No, he wouldn't.
Like a George Costanza.
No, actually, we've got to get it wrong here. No, instead of doing like bad things like I would have, he'd done good things.
Like?
So like the guy painting the thingy, right, had just dropped his paint bucket.
Aye.
Arthur's paused time, and then like goes and puts it back for him.
Wow.
Then the guy's like, oh, how did that happen? I thought I was falling there. And he's like, you know, like...
I mean, I like this Arthur kid, but at the same time, if this guy just said something snide to you...
No, I think I made that up.
Alright.
I think I'm talking rubbish, but you know what, I always remember...
I prefer the George Costanza version.
I don't know how George...
Seinfeld.
Okay, sorry.
Or Larry David version would just be him stopping time and being like, right, what can I say to this bitch? Or bastard?
Yeah, as much as I say bird and I'm trying to cut that out, you referring to women as bitches and hoes has to go.
Oh, what?
The hoe has to go.
Ha.
Right? Simple.
Right, okay. Try to drag me down into your misogynist ways.
Messes.
Birds,
I know.
Anyway, yeah, Arthur's Watch.
He was such a wee fucking square, right? So I remember one of the episodes, I don't know how I remember this, right? One of the episodes he was going to a birthday party. And he was late, so he only had 5 minutes. You'd love his watch actually. So he paused time.
Nice.
And he had to buy like a card and a wee gift for this house party, but he was late, so how am I going to do this? Well, use my watch, ching.
Yeah.
There's that noise again, ching. That unmistakable watch noise. And he's on the way to the shop to buy the card and that. He buys the card. Everybody's paused and frozen in time. Buys a card and takes a card, takes whatever, a balloon or whatever.
And he unpauses it to buy it.
No, worse than that.
Right.
He fucking... He's walking at the shop and before he exits the shop he takes the money out his pocket and puts it on the till, on the counter. Not on the till, on the counter.
Yeah.
And walks out the shop, gets to the party and all that, unpause it, and I'm like, what did you pay for it for, you dick?
I know, why would you pay for that?
And that was me and Arthur finished.
Yeah, and I'm not realistic.
I'm like, I can't even relate to you now.
Unless this pocket money was like 50 quid a week. That is not that relatable.
No.
Like, why would you use why would you use any money?
Even as a kid, you wouldn't have paid it.
Nah.
No.
But then they're not one to endorse people just stealing, are they?
Is it stealing though if time's frozen?
Ooh. Yeah.
Is it?
You're getting metaphysical here. I'm going to go down the Wittgenstein path of saying that time and space is but a construct, and
good luck with that in court.
Yeah, especially when I've got a watch which stops it. Therefore, is time really existing? Time's only existing for me. Therefore, I cannot. Therefore, if I steal something, it is mine because time is stopped. Yeah, I don't know how you'd get around that.
If you had a stopwatch,
yeah,
are you willing to say what you would do?
Oh yeah. Okay, so if I was a kid, yeah, it'd be a bit.
No, never mind a kid. Right now.
Right now. Oh God, yeah. Loads.
Some bad things.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'd be stealing some fucking big. I'd be going to the biggest, most unethical companies, right? I'd be like, right, I'm gonna steal whatever I want, right, for free, because that's what stealing means.
As opposed to.
So that's the first thing I'd do. Second thing, I think I would use it to like for any insults as well. Like anyone insults me, I'll be like, right, stop that. Right, let me think. Let me write. If I'm a writer, I'd be like, right, let me write these retorts. I'd go through them. I'd do a wee rewrite. I'd maybe unpause it quickly. I couldn't unpause it.
You'd unpause it and you go, aye, you and who else's army?
Yeah. Boom. Smash.
There you
go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, God.
Took you about 25 minutes.
Yeah. What else would I do? That's a good question. I mean...
Like, there's sexual things, I think.
Oh yeah, what would you do?
Well...
You're gonna get you cancelled here.
I can't say. No, but what I'm saying is I just think you would be looking at... That's a soft version, but you would be like, you know, going to... You'd be going to, like, I don't know, changing rooms and things.
Ah, alright.
Swimming baths.
Fuck's sake.
Wouldn't you? You wouldn't want to see
go,
something,
like,
maybe? I was going to say it's a wee boy.
Do you know that, like, the internet? You know the internet?
What's that? No, I've heard of it. What is it again?
Oh, Danny would perv on me. That's his first thing he'd do. Is perv on me.
No, the first thing.
Not the first thing, but I'd do it.
Aye, but then it's hard as well, because what can you really do? Well, you know what you can do. But
yeah, I'm racking my brains. What
again.
else? Other than insulting people back, I'm stealing something expensive.
Aye.
Let me think. Oh, I know what would be good for, right? You go on holiday. Right? And always on the last day, you're like, oh, I wish I was here a few more days. Pause it, baby. And then you just walk around. Aye. And the tourists, no one's getting in your way, because you're just wandering about. They're not moving, they're just, you know.
I was going to say queues for rides, but the rides wouldn't be on. Although I do remember Arthur would skip queues.
Right,
he
and
would
then
skip
he'd
queues.
unpause it.
Aye, that's what he'd done.
So you could do that.
Aye.
But
like...
it's got its limits, hasn't it?
Aye, it's quite...
I love how we're like, nah, it's got its limits.
No, but that's good to we're looking into it.
Yeah.
There's a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah.
So I thought the second... You're a Twilight Zone guy?
Yeah, I love it, yeah.
It's fucking amazing, mate. Love it. I could watch Larry Cove about it all day. See the 80's Twilight Zone? I thought it was a piece of shit, right? I thought, ugly. A lot of them were remakes and stuff. But 3-4 months back, found on YouTube there was like full 80's Twilight Zone episodes.
Right.
Now, at the behest of not having anything else to watch, see how I use behest there like that? I've been practicing words. So, with fuck all else to watch, I thought I'll get a go.
Yeah.
And there was this episode called something like Frozen in Time or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, I don't think it was called that at all, but it was like that.
Okay.
It was a housewife and her wains are screaming and get her kicking fuck out the kitchen, you know, like mess everywhere. She's pure trying housewifey, and the husband's like, oh, get that phone and all of that. And she's like, she's had enough. Again, she found some sort of thing in her garden. Maybe I think it was a fucking cloak and all.
I know, there's a lot of watches, clocks. I remember.
It is a cloak, yeah. So she stops. She didn't know. She goes, I've had enough. Right, just one day she goes like that and presses it, and everybody freezes. And she's like, I can get into this. So she goes like shopping and things. She's pure relaxed.
Of course.
Right?
That's
like,
beautiful.
Are there something for you? Aye, you can go shopping.
Yeah, you can do anything. Well.
Oh, you're getting excited now.
I'm getting excited now.
Right.
So, anytime you've got a time pressure at work, you'd be fucking sorted.
Wait a minute. What the fuck are you doing working when you've got you don't need to work ever again in your life.
How?
You could just take money out of anything you want. You don't need to...
Oh yeah.
You're still got to work.
I'm still gonna work.
Well, maybe it's like
I've got purpose.
Maybe it takes a wee minute, like a wee bit of time to get used to not having to do anything with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how would I make money with the watch.
Just open up tills everywhere you go.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a thief,
but... Jamie.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a thief, but I don't want to like raid every bit of money. You know what I mean? Well, maybe I do. I don't know.
Why? I don't know.
Well, it'd have to be an unethical company. I'm an ethical thief, Danny.
You're not a thief.
I'm not a thief, but if I was a thief, I'd be hypothetical.
Oh.
I'd be hypothetical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would.
No,
I would have to check the company's records.
What?
Like if they funded certain
public trading houses. Okay.
Yeah, like if they funded certain wars, for instance.
Then you'd go, I'm going to steal that myself for Halliburton.
No, I'd just steal their money. That would be enough for me to rationalise stealing their money.
But you wouldn't still go to work, would you?
Oh, I might, yeah. As long as I don't get fired for saying I'm a thief, hypothetical.
How would they know though? And if see the minute they're about to sack you,
Mm.
you just freeze time and throw the fucker out the window.
Freeze time and be like...
Throw the boss out the window. And then
Oh,
unfreeze time.
that'll be fine. I'll just get dug for murder now.
No. You could freeze time. She's like that. Who's your boss? A guy, woman?
I don't want to like... Yeah, okay. Where's the guy?
Well, they're about to fire you, fuck
Right.
them. So, you try to save your job here. Right? So, you
Right.
freeze time,
Yeah.
push him out the window gently. Right?
Yeah.
Then you run downstairs.
Yeah.
You don't need to run all the time in the world.
Aye.
You slowly stroll downstairs.
Yeah.
Talk to some co-worker cunt. Be next to them. Unfreeze time.
Mm.
He falls to his death. You
Right.
go, oh, what was that? And they go, how the fuck did you get here? You say, hey, never mind about that.
Never
right?
mind about
Just pass out that. The bosses did, I think.
that. Yeah.
I shouldn't have done that. That was my fault.
Right, so I'm now going to be coming to you with all my work woes, because that was a really good solution, actually.
Just kill the boss.
Aye.
You know that's like one of, as far as I'm aware, that's like one of the biggest fantasies most working people have. To kill the boss.
I've actually got like really good bosses, so I've never did it. I know.
Yeah, you need to say that, don't you?
Yeah, but like
Paddy's always
the
always
alternative
worried about
is
losing his job on this show. And
I mean, there's so many fucking things about my boss. Like it's
No,
such
I know,
a trope,
it's
isn't it?
cliche.
It's so cliche.
but
I'm just saying my reality is a bit different. But anyway.
well, the one boss I had in my life, actual boss. I wouldn't
Other
want
than me.
not other than you, of course. Because no, but the thing is, no, I wouldn't uncount you there because I do want to kill you. This fucker, his name is James.
Aye.
I didn't want to kill him. That's
Aye.
a bit much.
Aye.
He wasn't working me to the bone,
Aye.
right? But he was a pain in the arse.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I was outside work. I was outside work. As in, I don't mean outside my work. I mean I was in my
Out the
house.
door, aye.
Aye, right. And I don't know what happened. I was with my first partner. I insulted her while sleeping.
Right.
I can be a horrible bastard when I'm no.
Oh, you
quite-
talk in your sleep?
Aye.
Or half?
And you know when
Half
somebody's
asleep.
waking me up and you can something, you're like, oh, fuck off, you fucking
Yeah.
bastard. And, yeah.
See, how did that happen?
Is that on the
Do you know what I
airplane
mean?
mode?
You've seen it, it's on
Wow.
airplane mode.
So I'm getting notifications and you get phone calls.
The fuck, man.
That is creepy.
What? Right, I'll just turn it off.
Aye, don't do that again, please.
Oh god, here we go.
It's, aye, that's kind of
Fucking
creepy.
Batman over there with your ears.
If you could hear it. If only you could
If
hear
you
it.
could hear it.
How fucking fucked up is this?
I
It's
know.
news to me, it's news to you.
Yeah.
It must be news to any cunt listening.
Well,
Airplane mode doesn't work.
doesn't work. It's literally supposed to stop
I thought it
that
was.
shite.
Aye, stop everything coming in.
So like, what's happening on airplanes?
Aye, you know.
Some people don't turn it off. I've noticed like it's like comes on, please turn off.
It's probably because they know.
And then I'm like, I'm looking. Nobody next to me is turning it on. I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Are you guys wanting this plane to crash? Am I naive though? Is it just a nonsense?
Maybe it's a nonsense because I've just had a notification.
Yeah.
You've just had a fucking phone call. So what good's airplane mode?
Wonder what.
Maybe that's why the cinemas say. They don't say. It's airplane mode.
Airplane,
They
turn
say
it off.
turn it off.
To be fair, the only reason I had that on airplane mode because I was gonna do Christopher Walken singing Scooby Doo song,
Yeah, okay.
right? So I had the lyrics on my phone, but normally I turn that off if I'm in a meeting or not always, but if I'm in a meeting or cinema, I turn that
Airplane.
shit off.
Oh, you turn it straight off.
Everything off.
Why
I know,
then?
because
You
I kind of had a
sensing
feeling.
something?
I had a feeling it didn't really work.
Wait, so what is airplane mode then?
I know what. Yeah,
Because it's like a big deal on all phones.
I know.
It's an actual button.
Are some people circumnavigating it? Like if they phone you, there's their way.
Oh, that's creepy. Aye. That gives me a bit
CIA shit.
Ugh. Being that there's a 5-year age gap between us, I was a bit worried about talking about, you know, like old TV shows because I thought to myself, well, the shows I grew up with, Paddy might have known, you know. But there seems to be some crossover here.
Yeah, we got Round the Twist. You don't remember that? Or Round the Bend as well. There was that.
No, but I love the fact there was Round the Twist and Round the Bend, and they weren't a spin-off.
No. So Round the Twist, I believe, was the Australian kind of comedy horror almost. It had a horror vibe.
Really?
It was very weird. It was a bit like Twilight Zone for kids, from what I remember.
What
And then
about,
Round the Bend was even better. It had an alligator set in a sewer. And it had
What?
Thunder Pants, if you remember Thunder Pants. See,
What?
because I'm too old. So
No, I
Thunder
don't.
Pants had an enemy called Bumra. It was based on He-Man.
I think
Based on Thundercats, what am I talking about?
Thunderpants kind of rings a bell now that you say it.
Bumra, and it was like a massive pair of legs with a pair of underwear on it. Bumra.
Do you think these shows back then, they did seem to have a bit more edge to them?
Yeah. It was like they in the 2000s or late 2010s, they were like, we got to stop our writers smoking weed.
See, that, I don't know if I believe, see that stuff, people will say things like,
I think some of them were stoners, not that many.
yeah, like going back to my ma's generation,
Yeah.
Rainbow, right? And people's, you never seen Rainbow with Zippy and all that?
Oh, I remember that. Oh, of course. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
all that
yeah.
crap. I grew up watching reruns. This is weird, right? So Channel 4.
Wait a minute, you were going to tell me something
Yeah,
about...
well, it fits in.
Alright. I'm just trying to keep you on track.
All I need is you to keep telling, like, my tangent brain, you know how it works. I
don't know how it works, that's why it's so
yeah, of
frustrating.
course I don't know how it works.
Right.
Nobody knows it.
And you still got a story to tell from the first episode you brought up.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Right, get rid of this one first.
Aye, now you're... Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, no, what was I going into
Round,
now?
Ziggy Stardust and the Rainbow Men.
Ziggy played guitar.
What would Ziggy be like on a children's TV show?
Ziggy Stardust or
Aye.
Ziggy?
Well, Stardust.
David Bowie.
Aye.
It'd be...
Has been on a children's TV show. He was on Sesame Street.
That's what he was. Sesame Street, there you
A,
go.
B, C,
That
D, F, G. That's kind of... That's an alright Bowie, isn't it? Right, you
I
do
can
your
do-
Bowie then, you cunt.
Can you... No, I won't try it now. Cause
Oh, fuck you then.
I
Just make me look like an
can't hear
idiot.
it.
2,
no.
3, 1, A, B,
I can
C.
step into it, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah, that's
blah,
alright.
blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
It just does a lot of that. I could sing like Bowie. No, I can't sing like Bowie.
Whoa.
I could, but I mean, I can get his cadence that way.
Alright, sing a song that via Sesame Street, but with Miss Bowie.
No.
Oh fuck,
I
alright.
can't even.
I'll do
what
that
was
next
it, Sesame Street? Tune in next week.
Fuck's sake. Oh, you're too young for Sesame Street.
No. That's what I was
Right.
going to say.
Right.
I was going to say there's a good bridge between us two because
Mhm.
I grew up with Sesame Street as well.
Mm.
La 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 Sesame Street.
Yeah.
I don't know what the lyrics were, but
How would Bowie sing that?
you go hella 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 Sesame Street. Something like that.
That's like Elvis.
That's kind of what Bowie does. He does it. He's got.
Does
he's
he
got
do it with
different-
Elvis?
He's got aye.
Okay, I
He's
don't
got
know
different
Bowie's
phases.
work that well.
Yeah, Sound and Vision. You know Sound and Vision? I will step right down, waiting to...
Ah. So there's a bit of an Elvis influence, is there?
I think so. Lifting into the stratosphere.
Oh yeah.
Over the head. I'm just know sometimes. That's exactly how he sings it. In fact, that wasn't me doing that. That was a rip of the song that I've put in there. People won't notice all the... Just clipped in a bit about
Well, I
it.
do my Jabba. My Jabba? My walking doing Scooby Doo now.
Do your job how you want.
Right.
But
I need
I'll
the
have to phone the
lyrics.
police again. No, but hold on a minute.
Aye.
Fucking
Right,
hell,
we'll
you.
finish.
Take your kiss for walking away.
Aye.
Zippy, Rainbow and all that, right?
Yeah.
All these shit shows. Zippy was in Rainbow, 90's Street. Yeah. People would go, oh man, they were all out their nut making this, you know, like, they were stoned to their nuts, so whack. But see if you look at the production, like, there was no way they were stoned or
Aye.
anything. Because there's some amount of work it had to go into
Aye,
this.
but no the conception of the fucking ideas. That's dreamt up by some stoner, is it not?
Conceptualising. What? Let's come up with a children's TV show because we're on weed.
No, they're like, we need to come out with a show,
And
a
then
TV
what?
show, and then they get stoned. They're like, right, well,
And then who
can't,
did
I'm
the
struggling. Huh?
Oh, guess what? I found it.
What?
See the man who found out about the double helix DNA?
Yeah.
He found it out while he was on LSD.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Weird, isn't it? Imagine working out DNA when you're on LSD.
Sorry.
No, it's great. I'm watching you just fobbing here. So I found
I'm
out
trying to
that
find
there's
those lyrics.
So I found out that there's a thing called fobbing, right? I think it's called fobbing. It might be pronounced phobing.
Mhm.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the audience. You're on your phone.
Alright.
Might be called fobbing. It might be called phobing, and it's when people are sat next to you and they pull out their phone, and they go on their phone, no for just a wee text or a wee look, but like for too long. So apparently it's the biggest turn-offs for any relationships. It's the number one turn-off is your partner fobbing you, basically.
Fobbing.
Or phobing, I don't know how
Fobbing you off.
Aye. How I feel it now. This fucker phones and wakes me up. Next thing I know, he's on his phone. What are you doing
Next thing you know, I've been here 3 hours.
Have you?
Well, no. I've been here 2 hours.
Aye.
Right, you read out lyrics and I'll do wall conversion. No, okay, I'll do it, right.
No, I can do it. What do you want me to do?
Scooby Dooby Doo Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now.
I don't know why you always go low at the end. I think that ruins
Because
it.
he goes, nah, he does a low thing.
People don't know Walking as a low talking guy. I really don't think. I think you're nailing everything else. But
No, I think you're a load of shite. You don't know what you're talking about.
Right, tell me when did you get
Right, we'll look up walking clips later when people aren't listening. Because
Listening?
it's not exactly scintillating stuff.
Oh, great art.
Yeah. No, he goes low. Like, there's even... Right, I'm trying to think of a famous scene. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but he does
Just
go
like,
low.
no, Paddy, you're way off on a tangent here, man. We were talking about something completely different, man. You know, it's on a new tangent, you know, like your brain just works all weird, you know, you just go on the tangent.
I
Finish
appreciate
your
your
fucking
time.
story fairly on, Paddy. Finish your
I
fucking
don't have a
story.
story, I finished my song. That's it.
It's great being me, man. I love it. I love hearing you moaning at me and then being a fucking hypocrite.
I know, but you start telling a great story and then you're like...
Great story. I've never told a great story in my life.
Oh, I was trying to big you up, but if you don't want to accept it, that's fine.
No, I don't. No false modesty with me, no.
False?
Aye.
No, sometimes it's good stories.
You think?
Why are we doing this then if it's not a good story? Why
It's
even bother?
not called the Danny Carsh story time hour. And now, folks, I'm going to tell you the story about the time that I, you know, because the most of the things I'd done I can't say.
Ah, you can.
I can lie to you.
Should we make this a confessional thing, like what we
No.
did in the 90s?
No.
Well, as kids, come
Oh,
on.
right, as kids.
Aye.
Right, I set a lot of fires in the 90s.
Oh, wow. Now I know why you didn't want to talk
Oh, what
about
should I know about that? Was
Why
you
did you set fires?
I was a firebug.
hmm
That's it.
What type of fires are we talking?
Good ones.
But did they get out of
bins.
control?
Once.
Oh, shit.
Aye.
Tell me.
Once it went too far. We set an 8 Is there a statute?
You know what I say.
Hold on a second. Is there a statute of limitations
Probably.
on fire damage?
Probably. I don't think there's any police
Again,
officers
aye.
listening to this.
Well, on that, quick note, tangent.
What are they going to do? Like, charge you for
Just
signing
remember-
when you're 12?
Well, I just remembered this was the 1st of April.
Aye. What?
That's it, yeah.
Oh,
Aye.
right, okay.
April Fool's Day. Right?
Yeah.
And we've not pranked each other yet. We've done something else that sounded like pranked each other, but it wasn't funny, wasn't it? No?
No.
Just enjoyable.
Aye.
As of right now,
Mm-hmm.
you can report a hate crime to anybody. On
yeah.
anybody that happened today. So what was 3 shows ago, whatever the one that
Seems like an April Fool's thing.
I know. So like 3 shows ago, now we don't talk about politics and I'm not going there too much, right? But about 3 shows ago, me and Paddy were like, Hamza Yusuf is quite a good guy, he seems like a reasonable politician, he's not done anything wrong. And he totally fucks everything right up and brings in this hate bill act, which apparently is going to target actors in comics for saying things that are a bit possibly offensive or whatever, and the police must investigate. So if anybody's got any gripes for us at all, right, this show's fucked already. Like,
I don't know why you alerted them to it.
well, everybody knows.
Nah, fine, yeah, I know.
But have you heard about it, Aye. Fucking stupid, man.
Silly, man.
So
You said it was a bit like 1984, which I think
it's quite.
right.
It is. It's quite. I mean, they're saying, "Oh, you can now get done for what you say around your dinner table," and I went to myself. I'm thinking, "But hold on, who's around your dinner table's going to?" You know what I mean?
I know.
Then that makes me think, are they talking about the listening in? Is that what they're saying?
No, they're saying like, it's just. Is that not a way to be like, this is how ridiculous it is? You can like grass in your mum for like saying.
No, they're telling you this. Oh, I know what you mean, like.
You know what I mean.
But that's in the wording of it. Oh, it's like no matter what.
I feel like I'm too close to this. This is just that policy has somewhat annoyed me, and I don't know. I don't think we're gonna make this funny until like next week or something. It's too soon.
Yeah. Aye.
Unless you had a bet on it or something.
Until we have got not arrested, but until we've been investigated.
Yeah, maybe that'll be funny.
I'm just thinking about people that I don't like very much that I'm going to get done just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
You know, I can think about 4.
As long as they don't do you first, mate.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it?
It's like fucking the Gestapo in fucking Russia, man.
It's proper Stasi stuff. Stasi like, let's not kid on. Aye, it's USSR type techniques and all.
Yeah.
I know that, just to clarify, I'm not an idiot. The Stasi and the USSR have nothing to do with each other. Kinda no. You know, what is it, Eastern Bloc Germany, the Stasi was...
Well, kind of connected. Eastern Bloc of Germany, USSR, all up, so...
Aye.
Anyway,
definitely no good comedy topic.
No,
the
Stasi, Gestapo,
communist blocs.
Let's get away from much.
Back to what you were into as a kid.
No, well, you were going to say about the fires since you've opened that box. Tell us about that horrible
Tinder
time.
box.
Tinder box.
Well, I set fire to my house when I was a kid, but I didn't mean it.
Oh God.
Aye, and it was bad. So, aye.
How'd you do that?
Matches.
Fuck's sake, Danny, mate.
I kind of, like, again, I hope my man that don't get done with the social services for leaving matches. But I was like 4, 5, right?
Right.
Maybe 6.
God, you're a pyro at that age.
Well, so I'd had an argument with my nutjob neighbour.
Right.
I think I've told you about him before. Wild. You know, I'd give him any of my toys.
Oh,
I'd go in
Fuck
and he
me.
would have them all burnt and stuff like
God,
that.
Right.
Kind of took it after him a bit.
Yeah.
So I remember he gave me a Lenny's. It was like a one of the Ferrari model things.
And you were like, I'm gonna fucking burn this.
Aye. It was in my toy box. I'd had an argument with him.
Right.
We'd fight every night, and then
Aye.
he'd chat with all makeup the next day.
Nice.
So I had an argument with him, and it was like his uncle had given it or something. I think he used to lie to me. His uncle was a Ferrari driver, and I used to kind of believe it.
Ha.
So I was like, I found matches, and I was like, I'm going to burn his toy. Don't know why, right?
Yeah. Fair enough. Revenge.
Aye. Sitting on my toy box. Did you have a toy box?
Yeah.
Aye. How sweet's that?
That was sweet,
That was a wee sweet moment.
Yeah.
Aye. We all had the big toy box.
Aw.
And then all the shite toys would be at the bottom.
You never play with it.
There'd be things in there. There'd be like new species down at the bottom of the toy
I used
box.
to feel sorry for those toys. It was a bit like Toy Story. I remember thinking, like these are ones that never get used.
Toy Story made me feel good because I thought that, like when I left, I swear to you, I genuinely thought, well, at least when I leave them, they play with each other.
That's nice.
That was quite wholesome.
Yeah.
I know I'm about to cry.
Yeah. Like they're not just
really
dependent on your whims.
Yeah.
Your playtime whims.
All files.
Or fires. Please set me on
So,
fire.
I'm lighting
Any
matches.
attention is good attention. I just want to be. Please just pick me. I'll be your fucking fire.
That was actually that Buddhist monk, wasn't it, in Vietnam? Just me.
I know. So attention seeking.
Nothing more attention seeking than self-immunisation.
Yeah.
Is that how you
what
say
a
it?
fucking showman.
Is that how you say it?
But not in a good way.
Aye, he was a showman. It was at Richard Pryor, I was watching it, and he says to his friend, obviously he's not in freebase crack cocaine, and he turned to his pal and he went, look at him. He went, he's no flinched. Then he pulled the alcohol out of himself and set it alight and ran about the room. Like, literally he did that, was the case.
Aye.
His mate was like, what the fuck just happened there? And Rich just sets it alight. Anyway, so I'm lighting matches and I'm throwing them in a way at this motor, and it's bouncing off the metal thing, right, and they're falling down, unbeknownst to me, right, it's just naivety or whatever, so I'm lighting, nothing's happening, I'm like, why is this fucking motor not going to light? And I'm going to need more fuel or something, and then But I don't know how quickly. It was quick though. So these matches have been sneaking down to where the unwanted toys are, right? They're way down there and they're obviously fucking still flaming. And then the next thing I knew, it just went and the whole corner in my bedroom was ablaze. Right, like proper ablaze.
Shit.
And I was like, oh no, what am I going to do? So I went like, I better not wake up my man and dad. Like, worst thing I could have thought of, right?
Yeah.
I thought, oh no, they'll get me in some trouble.
Yeah.
So I went down the hallway and I pulled their door shut.
Oh!
Right? Like gently pulled their door
hilarious.
shut. I went and got a mop, right? Like 4 or 5, I got a mop and a bucket. I went into my room and I was like trying to put the thing out. I was using as much water as possible and I'm fucking mopping this fire thing. It was like litting the water. It was proper burning the ceilings and everything. And I'm like,
This is your Fantasia moment.
My wee sister's there, right? She's like 3 or whatever.
What?
And she's standing there in her knickers and she was just black, right? Like for the head down.
From smoke?
Black, aye. With just wee white eyes.
Oh no.
Now, thankfully, so my dad was with my mum at the time, they're lying in bed, half sleeping, half awake kind of thing, where my dad was anyway. Now, it was me pulling the doorbell that alerted him to there was something wrong in the state of Denmark, right?
Wow.
And my dad was like, what the fuck's going on? He's up to something. So, they must have seen the door pulling there, and I'm thinking, like, I'm going to be incognito.
Yeah, sly one.
I mean, the house would have, I promise you, man, the house would have burnt down. And people would have died.
Fuck me.
Right? It was that bad. And so my dad said he opened the whole door and he looks out and he can just see like drips all the way up to my room, like water leaking up to my room. And they ran up the hall and opened up the door and it was just flames everywhere. He's like, get out, you know, and Lorne was just this wee soot covered lassie, it was like a chimney sweep. And I was like trying to battle the flames. Like, I was really trying my best, you know. I was nearly successful. And the creepiest thing about that day for me was, and it taught me something, but I still don't know what. After the shock to my parents, and they must have felt guilt because they were like, well, it was your fault we left matches somewhere.
Aye.
You know.
Fair.
So I'm thinking, I'm getting a bollocking, right? I deserve a bollocking.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like that, like I deserve it. Yeah. Whatever I get.
Wow, you felt that even if you were that young. Wow.
If you'd seen the flames,
aye,
you'd be like, aye, you would have wanted to hit me, right?
Aye.
It was that bad. And so like an hour had went by or whatever. You know, I'm not getting much idea about how the time was, but an hour, just say an hour or two had went by and I'm like waiting on it. I'm waiting on the bollocking. Nothing's happening. I came into the living room and my and dad had a sort of Sunday morning, I'm guessing it was Sunday or Saturday morning routine where they would get a newspaper. This might be a very glass region thing. They'd buy crisps and rolls. They'd eat crisps and rolls and read the newspaper.
Right, nice.
But before we had internet, when
yeah,
things were simpler, none of that phones, newspaper.
Yeah.
Good old days. Good old days. when health and safety of kids went nuts. So I was like waiting on the bollocking. So I came in the living room, kind of like, as I said, kind of hoping. And it was like just complete silence. None of them were like speaking to each other. They weren't speaking to me. They weren't even looking at me. And it was like worse than any bollocking I'd ever had. It was like psychological damage. Because I'm going, as a kid, I'm like, I'm expecting you to shout at me or something. Because I'd nearly killed you all. But he's only even. What it turned out, I found out years later, they were in shock. They were in genuine shock. They didn't know what to say. And shouting at me wouldn't have been any good because
you'd learned your lesson.
Aye,
they knew that you were
their fault as well.
Aye, but then I suppose it's also like.
Aye, it was so traumatic.
Like it was, they probably knew like one, it was so traumatic for you, because like you were.
I hope so.
You were actively trying, and also two, you were actively trying to fucking put it out with a mop.
Aye.
Which probably would have done something. But anyway, that's beside the point. You tried earnestly to get rid of it. So, to shout at you is like, you'd already kind of I'm guessing maybe their vibe was like, well, he's already fucking learned his lesson because he knows what he done. He knows it wasn't right, and he knows he had to fucking put out the fire, and he couldn't. Blah blah.
Again,
uh-huh.
It was kind of our fault.
Right,
I'm
and
sure that
would have played in it. Aye.
But it's amazing how that non-bollocking was more effective than any bollocking
wow,
I'd ever had, by a mile.
It's like, reflect on your fucking mistakes, mate, in
silence.
Like,
I've disturbed them now. Like, it's beyond winding them up.
Oh,
I've actually...
You've actually shocked them into silence.
Stunned silence.
Wow.
For like a whole day.
Oh, wow.
I think they were just like...
That's a great story.
Aye.
See, you do have a good story.
Aye.
So wait, but you did miss out one part. So how did your dad or whoever, your mum, get rid of the fire? Whatever.
Just in that way, parents can... My dad, they just had a skill, like, right, get out of the room, I'll deal with it.
Okay, so you didn't see...
No, I don't know how
That's hilarious.
I know he did.
And then you didn't want to ask, because you didn't want to fucking bring up that
no,
fucking...
I didn't
so for 25 years... you still don't know.
Yeah, still don't know.
On that note, I've got a confession, which would be quite a funny one, that you know about, obviously.
Right,
which was when I moved into Danny's flat when he wasn't using it, and graciously...
Again, I wasn't using it.
Well, you weren't using it.
I wasn't using the spare room.
Aye, cool. So I was using Danny's room,
yeah.
And so I moved in, and I set about tidying up a wee bit, and I found a big... It was basically a jar full of herbs, I thought. And I was like, these herbs must be off by now. Danny doesn't use herbs. This is going in the bin. So I put that in the bin, and pizza boxes and things like that. But then Danny came in, literally that night, and was like, oh, by the way, my dad is in here somewhere. And I had almost forgotten his dad was dead. So I was like, what do you mean your dad's in here? He's like, oh, his ashes. And I immediately started thinking, it better not be those herbs. Those old grey herbs.
Those bone shaped.
Yeah, the bone shape. So
it was a femur. It was my dad's femur. But
so you can maybe like, because my memory is, it's not going to be perfect.
Aye.
Is that right?
Yeah, aye.
And then I was like,
I
okay,
saw
wait a minute.
Of panic across your
face.
face.
Right. Okay.
And you were like, Danny, I think I threw your dad in the bin.
Did I say that?
and then I says, what? I says, I've already lost him once. You've lost him again? You fucking bin my dad? You threw my dad away? Paddy went down to the bin and he found my dad.
I ran down to the bin, I scrambled, I went through 2 bins and the third one. I got our one. I rolled back the bin bag and then got the...
My father was resurrected.
Your father was resurrected.
Back into his marmalade jar of ashes. I don't know where he is these days. He's in here somewhere.
He's in here somewhere.
Way out of your way.
Yeah. Hidden from me.
I love how you looked at ashes and went, they are herbs that have went off.
Well, it's not every day you see ashes in a marmalade jar.
Aye. I was wondering why you didn't get that job in the funeral fire thing. I just
bin in fucking all these urns. What happened to all the ashes in the urns? Oh, what, those old white herbs? Nah, put them in the bin. The urn's still there.
Well, it's a hell of a lot of herbs for a fucking funeral. Like, I don't get that.
I don't get it.
Strange. May as well bin them all. No, I liked how you didn't even ask me. I like how you just straight to the bin. That's confidence, baby.
It looked so fusty.
Misplaced confidence.
I know, but it looked so fusty. Let's just say I'm not gonna embarrass you too much in this podcast. Let's just say there was other things that I threw out which were definitely rubbish.
Dead
Danny.
Cats and things.
Aye.
No, like there was a period of about 7 years or so, post my first partner, where I kind of was like half living here and half no, and just wasn't tidying it up. So I would allow occasional friends, some of them weren't, and I'd say like, you can move in for a few months if you need be, and somehow the end room became like the tip of the house, as do most end rooms actually.
Which actually goes back to stick at the dump which was a kids' TV show, I believe.
What was
that
that
right?
called?
Stig of the Dump.
Stig of the Dump.
Yeah, it was like
Jeez, man,
this
how did
weird.
you get away with names like that back
I'm
then?
sure it was something like that. And it was just set in this kind of like swamp-like bit, but it also had like a house, and the house was all just had loads of shit in it.
Did you ever see reruns of 70s?
Not that your house is that bad.
Aye, okay. It was actually.
Aye,
It was
well.
shocking. It was a disgrace.
It's good now.
Did you ever see reruns of shows for earlier eras in TV? Like for example,
Bill and Ben Flower Pot Man.
Aye, Bill and Ben. For me, Bagpuss was a biggie.
Shit, I don't think I ever watched that.
Oh my god! See, even if you watched it today, you would. It was such a fantastic show for kids.
Really?
Fantastic show for kids.
Interesting.
Beautiful. Just something about it, I don't know, had a sweetness to it. They types of shows for then. Do you ever remember the windmill thing? What was it? So you'd see the wee character come out, so he had like a wind. Oh no, I know his name well or no. It's like Windy Banks or something, right? He would come out of a wee windmill house, and he would just always just miss the windmill going by. Like just, he'd be like, nah, no way, he can't make it. He'd drink as well. He'd drink Scrumpy and get. Yeah,
Scrumpy Jack.
I think so. Aye. Well, he would get drunk. This wee guy, Windy Mill. Aye, and he would come out.
Was this from the 20s? This fucking show.
No, it was like 70s or something.
Wow.
And I used to.
Back when booze was just a laugh.
Aye. Back when it was alright. Aye.
Back when they didn't realise all the implications.
So
mental health,
you were
physical,
showing me Wonky
financial.
Donkey.
Oh yeah.
I forgot all about Wonky Donkey with the great Ant and Dec, the two of Britain's most unbelievable talents.
Well,
you know.
I know what you mean.
No, I'm not being ironic.
Aye, well.
Oh, it was a bit.
You're being snide. But
the only one
Wonky Donkey was good.
Wonky Donkey! Wonky Donkey!
I just like Declan shouting at kids, that was quite funny.
Yeah, so
losing his rag.
So Pad showed me a clip to refresh my memory on it, and what's the wee guy called? Dec.
Aye, Dec's the wee guy.
Aye, still.
We are.
Wait, I am 33 this year, you're 30.
I know, and they still
and
look like in their 30s.
No, I was just going to say, I still struggle to place who's who.
Yeah.
How do you do it? What do you
Well, I just seen his name pop up on the video.
Cheating.
Aye.
Aye.
I literally was the same as you.
Weird that, isn't it?
I know.
And we were talking about Cat Dealey, and I was saying to Paddy that Cat Dealey, I remember really fancying her a lot as a kid. So they would do the CITV, they would do Countdown TV. It was a music show, wasn't it?
Yeah, that must have been their second thing. I remember them from SMTV Live. SMTV,
what did that
Saturday morning television live, I think it.
Right.
Yeah.
So they would do like a morning show as well
on
as
Saturday.
that. Then they would do. So then you'd get all my favourites, which was like CITV, which was Arthur's Watch, The Worst Witch. There was this one, I loved it. It took me years to find it, right? Like I was like, what was this show I used to watch? And it was a show where a boy, such a strange concept, I know. He had a UFO in his back garden, but only he could see it. So and he could go into it. You ever seen that?
Oh.
It took me years to find it again, and then I forgot to name it, but it was amazing. Like,
That's a great concept.
It was only visible, like, so as soon as he went in it just turned the invisible thing on, and
That's
he
great.
didn't know he was in there and that.
That's such a good story.
There's so many cracking shows, like.
I know, do they have as good shows anymore? I don't know.
Well, they don't even have the 3 o'clock, hour of TV in it. Remember, like, you'd come in for school?
Well, 2 hours.
Aye, but that's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they've got CBeebies, I think they do. Is that a channel anywhere?
I don't know.
Well, then you got, like, they moved it to actual kids' channels.
Yeah.
I don't
Nickelodeon
know.
killed it all.
I think, I remember as a wee guy I went through a phase, which is strange, right, because I don't find them attractive at all anymore. Especially as child actresses, because that would be morally and ethically wrong. And illegal and all. The triple whammy of wrong.
Yeah.
Is they three. The Olsen twins.
I
remember growing up and somehow getting tapes For any kids listening, tapes were a thing
Yeah.
back in the old day we used to use, and it was video on spool.
I don't think you need to explain VHS.
No, I
Nobody
do.
under 25 is listening to us.
Aye, but
Right.
you know,
Okay.
you never know.
Right.
You never know.
Yeah.
I
Go on.
like to do it.
Okay.
You know. Anyway, aye, so we had tapes.
Daddy loves explaining old technology.
I do actually. I get a slightly.
That's my hobby.
A slightly ejaculate.
Yeah, and he does it in his room to nobody, and now he's doing it for a podcast audience.
Aye.
Thanks,
Do
Daddy.
you remember the Olsen twins?
Don't hide your talents, mate.
No. I don't.
Expose everyone else, though.
That's why I
No matter how banal. That should be a YouTube video. Right, anyway, go.
Aye, why you throw me off?
Sorry, mate. It
Do
was
you?
a shite, but, right?
Do you?
Uh-huh.
Do you remember the Olsen twins?
Oh, vaguely.
And they would
I would
do-
have been older than them, though. I'm probably older than them, though.
Nice, that's right. I keep forgetting you're like way older than me.
Yeah, vaguely remember them, yeah.
Way,
But
way,
now,
way
one of the
older.
Olsen twins is the witch in the Avengers.
I don't watch.
Well, there you go. That's for
I
the,
don't
for the
watch-
podcasters.
I
Then.
don't watch children's movies, Paddy.
Oh,
Uh,
burn.
Well, Scorsese's right.
Aye.
He's right.
Yeah.
And see the last year for Marvel been a disaster.
Yeah. Here, we're on 1 minute. We're way over our hour.
Sorry.
I think this is getting shite. Let's call it a day.
We've barely touched the surface
Of what?
of TV shows that you grew up with.
Nah, we've talked about Arthur's Watch, Round the Twist, and you mentioned them all. SMTV, we just did a bit
I've
on that.
mentioned them all.
We're just cynically going through all the 90s stuff because we think
Don't
90s
say
nostalgia is a good selling point. Boom, there we go. Done it.
Right, let's
Remember
just-
Andy Peters, guys?
Right,
Remember
Mr. Motivator?
remember Splurge Your Parents?
Remember
Mr. Motivator,
Fred
that's the one.
Weatherman?
No, I don't actually.
Did you know he became a paedophile?
Oh god, they all do.
Do you remember?
They all do. No,
They all
that's
do. Oh, they
unfair.
Weatherman. Aye. Michael Fish. Give him a break. Michael Fish in the 80s said that to everybody, don't worry everybody, there won't be a hurricane. And there was.
Wow.
It's like Britain's like one of its few hurricanes.
Wow, he got
Hey,
it wrong.
apparently
Did
it
he
was
get sacked for that?
no, but he literally, that woman had wrote in saying, I'm a bit worried, there's a hurricane coming, and he says, I've read your letter, don't worry about it, there's not going to be a hurricane.
Oh.
And there was. I've quite a traumatic bigging.
Don't trust any man with the second name
Fish. I know you were going to say it, I agree.
No, I'm that fucking predictable.
No, I agree.
This is why we need to stop this. I'm becoming predictable.
Don't, just relax.
Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? Right, I'm not doing that again. I've done that already.
We've barely touched the surface.
Ah, fuck. Fuck the surface.
Tell us something. Tell us a show that like it's round the bend crap. Tell us something that you were actually excited about seeing.
Oh no, Round the Bend was great. It was funny. I looked forward to
What
it.
was it?
I got like a dopamine rush just listening to the song.
All right.
Like, yeah. It
What
was
about
like
kids
Pavlov's
shows
dog.
kids shows that we missed, but were good?
Yeah, but I
An
can't
example
talk
was
about
was
it.
was Balamori. I remember being quite a clever kids show.
Aye.
You know the show I'm talking about? What's the story, Balamori? Would you blah blah blah?
Oh yeah.
Ba-da. Set in Tobermory.
I think I was gonna be old for that. I
Aye,
remember
well,
seeing this-
you'd have been nearly 25, I think.
Aye.
I mean, I was old for it. Do you know what I mean?
I do remember the song. Like.
Both Pad and I can't remember the two other guys that are funnier than Ant and Dec, in my opinion, my humble opinion. And kids loved them. It was after my time, it was definitely
Late
after.
90s, 2000s.
And they were a
two
good double
English
team.
guys.
One
and
of them was
quite surreal show.
One of them was the funny one, really.
Yeah.
And the other guy was kinda alright.
He was a straight man a bit more.
He
I
didn't
think.
want to be though.
Yeah, okay. I remember them. Yeah, they were good.
He was a try-hard cunt. Yeah, I'll tell you this story. That's
Aye.
a good one.
Aye.
Interesting to me and you.
Yeah.
The fuck was that? You see that on the screen
Yeah.
there? Something bizarre happened there.
Uh-huh.
Glitch in the Matrix. Aye, so my great uncle Carl, Billy Carl, strange man. he was a grafter. Right? He worked all his days. Didn't spend a fucking penny. Right?
What?
Wasn't tight or nothing. I don't know, man. They had this is what they back in their days. They got wage packets.
Yeah.
What the hell were you doing there?
Why would you bring it up?
No,
I'm trying
I'm
to
gonna be
sly.
good. No, what were you doing?
Picking up something I dropped.
What did you drop?
No. No.
What did you drop?
Something that's personal. My personal effects.
Ooh.
This is so boring for the audience. Just tell your story, Mr. ADDHD fucking D
DBBD7.
plus 2I.
Meow.
Meow.
I said, GP what?
Right, go!
Go!
Fucking tell your story.
You've not
I'm getting bored of this.
You've not told a single story.
Told you thing
I've
about
told
your dad.
about 10.
Told you thing about your dad.
Aye, there you go, that's a story.
Danny's got a diary there from it's 2027 for the future.
Aye.
3
For
years
when
in
I
the
die.
future.
Is that what you said?
That's how far he plans in advance.
That's what I was. Aye, that was
Right.
something I wanted to say about
Uh-huh.
shite music.
Uh-huh.
For your time, the Noughties was fucking dreadful.
Mm.
Remember Barbie Girl?
Oh god.
Remember that?
my
Scooter, are you ready? Remember Scooter?
No.
When I was young, I see another
Oh,
so
God.
wonderful. I mean, that's the
Oh,
logical
God.
song by Supertramp.
Blue. There was Blue, remember?
I'm blue, I believe I could die, I'm a green. So Rangers fans, they sing, I'm blue, if I was green I would die, la la la. Aye, that became a sort of Rangers tune for a bit.
Fuck's sake.
Because their taste is impeccable.
Aye,
What else was really bad? Remember, this was massive, right? And I loved it. I was about 11, 10, 11, geez a break, right?
aye.
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bang, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bang, bang. That was like number 1 for about 10 weeks.
It's catchy.
How the fuck?
I know. What were we thinking?
Our generation, like, no, like, yeah.
I know people are like, oh, the music's gone downhill. It's like, no, it's not. It's always been bad. We just now remember all the good ones, and it's only moments like this where you're like, oh yeah, there's all that around.
But yeah, like,
it's probably the same in the 60s. Probably had some really bad music,
there was.
and it just never.
But
it doesn't survive.
Don't forget, right, in their period, they had like the Beatles having like 5 top hits at a time every week.
Rolling Stones,
the Kinks, you know, like
Who.
aye, endless, right?
Yeah.
So but they did have a lot of shite, eh? There was a lot of shite.
Yeah.
Pop charts in general are shite.
Yeah.
Pop music
Yeah.
is kind of. I told you that thing. I was reading an article and it says a study. Funnily enough, only coming through the 80s and all. A study of music from 1980s to now shows that music has become more aggressive, more self-centered, and more repetitive. People don't want nuance in music. Apparently people don't listen to music the way they used to anymore. They just have it on in the background now. So as long as it's catchy and easy to remember.
I see.
That's why I was saying to you about Bob Dylan. He got an actual Nobel Peace Prize in literature. By the way, the Nobel Peace Prize means nothing, right? Just so you know, like Henry Kissinger got one. He was a war criminal. Obama got one.
Yeah.
Before even what was it? It was like 2 days in. Remember? It was like for peace.
I think they throw the president one just to be like, oh, you're such a peaceful guy. It's almost like subliminal.
Aye.
Yes, like subliminal
And
messaging.
Obama went, fuck that.
Nah, he's
it
like,
totally went the other way around.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm joining as many
He didn't-
Pakistanis as possible.
He did inherit
Don't
hate.
mail drones in any other president.
Yeah, but
Till Trump came in.
yeah, but that okay. That's kind of indefensible, but
Kinda.
no, but listen, he inherited a lot of hate from various
Well, we're into
countries.
politics, sorry, but keep it funny.
All right, I'll try.
No, keep it. Only
I'll
go.
try me as fun.
Aye, that's what it is. It's a challenge for you.
Sake. Well, there's all these people
In clown costumes.
in clown costumes
That's a good start.
making annoyed that they've been invaded by a foreign power. So
Releasing
we had to
poppers.
kill them all. There we go, boom.
But how's that a defence of Obama's monstrous...
Well, it was W. Bush and Blair invaded Iraq and Afghanistan, and that...
Obama didn't stop it.
No, I know, but
that
created even more terrorists and more people who hated the West. So he's inherited even more hate. So you can't just go, right, sorry guys, we're gonna be peace and loving now. They're like, I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're left wing now. You have fucked our countries over.
don't know why you had to bring the black king in. It's just a guy, Paddy.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to pick that bone and make.
Do you know what I mean, though? You know what I mean? Like, they don't like. It doesn't matter white, black. It doesn't matter. Like, they're just like.
But
your country has bombed our country. Now we're getting revenge.
Of course, right. But don't forget, it's not like America's foreign policy.
Was that funny enough for you?
Aye, that was great. But hey, we're not necessarily a comedy podcast. We talk about things. We're trying not to.
We'll try, yeah.
Right, just doing a quick note to end that. Right.
No,
just don't forget.
Aye.
It wasn't like American foreign policy's atrocities began with Bush. Alright? You with me?
Aye. I can know.
So he had the same heat that all the rest of them did.
Aye, he made it worse, but.
Clinton bombed fucking Bosnia or whatever to fuck.
Yeah.
Was it Bosnia? I hope it was now. I don't mean I hope it was.
But
I think it was.
Yeah, but he didn't have to invade Iraq.
None of them had to do anything. Aye, I know, there's no have to about it.
No, you know what I mean? Like, no, but. Yeah. Well, any war, but
I like how Obama got Bin Laden. You know, I like how he's like, I'm gonna fucking ace this shit. I'm gonna have it so even the white Republicans will like me.
Yeah. I think that's a lot of his thinking. Is like, oh, they think I'm a pussy. Right, I'll show them.
Paddy, that's it. Did you know that this is well, think of this, right? When a Democrat gets in, I'll start with a Republican. When a Republican gets in, you know, Republicans are known as war hawks and all that, right, blah, blah, blah. They tend to be a bit more peaceful, right? Because they don't want to live up to that title. When Democrats get in, they become much more war hawkish.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to seem soft.
Yeah.
Or as I say, saft, which annoys you. But they don't want to seem saft. For real. You get that?
Yeah. Soft is not spelt with an A. That's all I'm going to say.
Right. If it's not the Chinese, it's the Glaswegians. Right, you have to...
No, I don't
You're half
I don't hate
Glaswegian.
Glaswegian.
You know that?
I know. I don't hate Glaswegians. I love them. But the way they say saft.
What?
It's like you guys slag us for being like, who's Ken and who's Ben
right,
and
see
who's
when you're
fucking...
doing an impersonation of Glaswegians, why do you always raise your hands like that? Why do you put your hands like that?
Because some of you guys do that. You raise your hands a lot.
Broad strokes.
Raise your hands a lot. Especially to women.
Aye. Well,
aye.
Aye. But you think you fucking Edinburghers all... You're all junky bastards, man.
I love how it's just a tiny bit of jokey prodding. And you come out with that. Wow.
Well...
You know, train spotting isn't everyone in Edinburgh. You know, there are some people that are clean.
Aye.
It's maced.
It's like, if you're
Again,
rich,
most
you're a junkie.
does not spell with an A and an I.
Oh, right. Maced and all. Aye.
Maced.
But a lot of, we use our A's. We're quite into the vowels.
Innit?
Mm.
It's like, always too weak a vowel for you guys.
Pad's like, go and buy some consonants, you cunts.
Yeah, is it that? I don't know.
I don't know.
No.
He's definitely...
I know Edinburgh has an annoying accent, I get it. It is an annoying accent. But Glaswegians, what, you guys don't have an annoying accent?
No, but I just think we're better. I think Glasgow is a better city than Edinburgh.
Yeah, fine, I agree with you, that's why I'm here.
It's a hard thing to work out.
No, I'm here.
Because Edinburgh is beautiful.
Shame of the people.
Aye, it really is, isn't it?
Oh. Well, some of them.
Remember what I said to you about...
They're not as friendly.
I says, I like it here in Edinburgh, it's a beautiful city, and that, but you know what you need? He says, what? And I says, mere Glaswegians. And funnily enough, he didn't disagree.
Yeah, I'm with you. There should be more of an equal spread.
Quite late tell your issue with Edinburgh was you feel like the wealth gap divide is just far too big, whereas Glasgow you think there's a middle ground. Is that right?
Yeah, to a certain degree. I think it's also to do with the geography of Glasgow. Has, you know, you got your Maryhill next to your Kelvinside and Kelvindale. You've got your Pollock, which is a mixed area full of like quite wealthy houses and very poor houses, or very poor areas.
Whereas what Edinburgh is...
Edinburgh doesn't have that weird mix, so I think people become isolated and don't, like, they won't meet anyone from another class. Whereas, yeah, like, I feel the voting I could be wrong here, but I think Glasgow are more left generally than Edinburgh. Pretty sure that's the thing.
No, that's true. 100%. Red Clydeside and all that.
Yeah. So, and I think that's partly to do with the fact that like, it's not particularly. There is more working class people. But
I suppose it's more a working class city in general because of all the old industries.
Yeah, all the old industries.
What did Edinburgh have?
Industry wise.
Aye.
It's a good question. I don't know. They must have had
That
shipbuilding as well.
Volumes,
Yeah. What? They would have.
Because I've got a grand.
Yeah.
You know, my granda worked.
Well, they
my
had
great-granda
they had a
in
lot
docks.
of factories.
My granda worked in the trains. You know, like, do you have that lineage? Is that how you say it?
Well, my family are all miners and coopers.
I was going to be a cooper.
Were you?
Aye, my biggest.
Right, you might know this then. Did you go for the training?
No.
Oh.
I wanted to be a rock star. It was when I wrote that fucking. I got an apprenticeship to be a cooper.
I wanna be Alice Cooper, not an actual Cooper.
You ever heard the song? There was a wee cooper that came for Fife, nickety nickety noo.
Oh yeah.
Do you know that? I bet
Yeah.
your kinfolk will.
Aye.
Especially coopers. But by the way, I mean, genuinely, what a disappointment in my life that I didn't learn to make barrels, because what a job that would have been.
Aye, how?
It's a skilled, a heavy, highly skilled job.
Quite good money.
You're bending wood and shit. With your mind. That's how David Blaine gets
That's how they
started.
fuck it. They just drink and then they're like, right, here's another one, here we another shot. And then, right,
He's an Irn Bru.
you need exactly the amount of alcohol in your system. And then there's like a sweet spot. And then you can bend wood with your mind.
The angel share.
Yeah. That's the sound
That's
of bending wood.
They love sitting in the factory all bending wood.
Yeah, just sitting with their eyes closed, bending wood.
It's
In a meditative
Aye,
stance,
and
cross-legged.
you can actually hear a slow, a sort of quiet
Very nice.
of the power of them bending.
The power of the, yeah.
It's a fucking, it's almost Jedi-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jedi Cooper.
I'm a Jedi Cooper. Watch this wood bend. Quite impressive, by the way, like barrels are, you know. You see, the world's much more interesting than we get credit for.
I know.
It's just us, it only.
I know.
That's it. That's the rub. Them's the rub. Tell me one song, at least, Mr. Quiet again. No, I've noticed with these podcasts. 1 week you gab a bit, next week I'm gabbing a bit, and then I'll listen, but I'm like, oh, I'm talking too much, he's too quiet. And the other one I'll be like, I'm too quiet in this one, he's not talking enough. We don't,
Yin and
we
yang.
Don't, we don't yin and yang enough.
Our mood disorders are not in synchronization.
No, not at all. It's not like women when they live together, their
Yeah.
menstrual cycle start going in. No.
It's
no.
kind of good in that way. Like, you don't want two manic people just
No, true.
gibbering on, just interrupting each other,
But
just
I did,
talking to
man.
themselves.
I was there.
Yeah, right,
Like,
okay.
Okay, so
Two
I'll
manic
tell you a
people.
story I was going to. Was it
Aye,
last night? Remember we were out last night?
That reminds me
Aye.
of the story from the other night that we went over, and then we came
Aye, that was
across
good.
that
No, that was
crocodile.
good, but it wasn't as good as the other club, mine.
Oh,
The
aye.
club and the women and son there,
Oh,
so
yeah.
we were laughing at her.
Yeah.
And then you were talking
I'll
about
tell
it.
you another story
No,
about
but
that.
keep
No,
it. Aye,
right,
what?
okay. See that crocodile?
Aye.
I don't even know.
Oh, what about it?
I've forgotten.
I lost it. No,
I
lost
can't
the
sustain the
crocodile.
energy.
No, I lost the crocodile. It was the energy. No, I've got the energy. I don't know where it came from.
Nice. Spring, that's what it is.
Spring? Oh, yeah, that's right. Again, it's April Fool's Day. What do you meant to do? You meant to prank somebody, didn't you? Oh, no, we didn't do the prank calls yet. Shit.
But nobody's contacted, nobody's said
Nobody's even
shit.
listening, it's fine. We've got listeners, I don't know who yous are.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Give us
Yous are
somebody a
li-
prank call.
I know, like, but see whoever you are that sits and listens to this, thanks. But weird, you're a weird person.
Ha.
Aren't you?
Danny,
Well, people that listen to
Danny feels
podcasts-
odd with when somebody else joins the club, his club. What's the quote? Fuck, I fucked it.
It's,
I don't want to be part of a club which should have me as a member.
Is that true? Let's think about that. Because sometimes
I
I
feel
float,
like that a little bit.
sometimes I float to myself. And don't judge me on this.
Mhm.
Sometimes I thought to myself, the world would be so better if it's just full of me's.
That's hilarious.
I know it sounds egotistical, but I don't mean it that way. I just think I'm quite an easygoing fella.
Yeah. There
I'm
wouldn't be any wars.
I'm an easygoing.
You're pretty easygoing. I'll give you it.
You know,
There-
it
there-
applies to you.
Thank you, man. But there wouldn't be any wars if you
No.
were if it was just
Any
you.
wars.
Things would get a bit boring though, because you'd have a conversation with somebody and you just agree. You just agree with yourself, wouldn't you?
That'd be great, wouldn't it? Like
Really?
nobody ever gained.
I think that would be refreshing at first, and then it would get a bit boring because you start being like, no, wait a minute.
Try to pick
What do
fights
you
with
think?
your-
No, come on. No, that's what I think. Don't just agree with me. It's like, I'm not agreeing with you, mate. That's what I actually think. You end up arguing with yourself over
There
that.
must be something we disagree
Right,
with.
but we're so peaceful, we'll just,
Annoyingly, aye.
Right, we'll just agree
We'll have
to agree.
to disagree.
No, we'll agree to agree.
Aye, agree to agree.
Yeah, that's a good bit. There we
State
go.
that
Get that
first.
clipped.
I know, I'm fucking what's one song you as a child or 11, 10 when you've got no taste and you remember it being a hit and you would sing along to it embarrassingly? Maybe you try it.
Saturday Night. No, that's from the 60s.
Whoa, that's
No, it was Saturday Night.
50s, Saturday night
at the movies. No,
Who
it
cares
was.
what picture you
It was
see?
the other one from the 90s where it was.
Saturday night and da la da 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 da. Blah 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 blah.
Blah, blah,
That was
blah,
huge, man.
yeah.
That was a
good
loved
one.
that.
Yeah, it was actually a good one.
That
was a good one.
I like that. Growing
Yeah.
up Saturday night.
And
And she
then
was in the video.
she was
She
quite
was
hot.
like doing all eye makeup and shit like that.
Yeah.
What's it mean saying eye makeup?
Eye makeup.
As opposed to just makeup.
Putting it right in their eye.
Ah!
Saturday night.
Spice Girls were quite good for a young boy.
What?
Aye.
Oh yeah.
When I grew up, I was like, whoa, right, fancied. Guess,
Every
you
one of
can
them.
guess right now. I bet you with
Ginger one.
correct. How did you know?
Ah.
And funnily enough, a lot of people didn't, and that made me feel kind of cool. I mean, amongst my
Aye.
friends,
Right.
we always go for Baby Spice.
So like, if you're on a night out as a 13-year-old boy,
Nobody
12-year-old
went
boy.
for Sporty Spice.
I know. But
Because-
now she's hot.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Teachers on.
Really?
Aye.
No, she got alright. Not hot, but she's definitely
Well, she's not
improved.
wearing tracky bottoms anymore.
No, but something she grew into her face and
Tracky
physique.
bottoms.
And tracky bottoms.
What was her name? Mel C or B?
Yeah.
But the Spice Girls were. They were crap, obviously, right? But as a 10-year-old boy or whatever, 6, 7, 8, I don't know what age I was. But I remember we went to see Spice World the movie and
Fuck's
stuff,
sake.
and I was so impressed with these women.
Yeah.
I just thought that they were, particularly Jerry Spice
Yeah.
and Baby Spice.
Oh yeah. They're your types.
Mel, the black one,
Aye.
Mel's
Scary Spice.
Spice, Mel B.
Bit unfair, eh? Scary
She
Spice.
used to scare me. As
Wow,
in,
really?
Intimidate me.
Why?
Because remember the video, the main one, oh shit, what was it called? I like a zigga zigga, a zigga 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 zigga. Oh, I've got a
Zigga
clip
zigga.
of you. I'm going to clip this into the show.
Oh
In
shit!
Poland.
Yeah, the Polish
Aye,
one. Yeah. Nice. It's me doing the Spice Girls.
Yeah, I've get a wee bit of context so it won't.
Nah, just give.
What,
just
what's
throw it in
happening
there.
in it?
I'm trying to say something whilst
You had a delay.
no, I had earphones on.
Yeah.
We're in the Polish Science Museum and there was an echo. So everything that I said. I want what I really want. So tell me what you want. What you really want. I'll tell
Faster.
you what I want. What I really want. So tell me what you want. What you really want. I wanna really wanna sig. It got echoed back to me, so I was trying to sing one of the Spice Girls songs. It was the ziggy zig bit,
Yeah.
and it was so hard because I
Aye.
couldn't hear myself speak through because of the echo.
Aye, it was annoying you because
Fucking
you're
annoying.
competitive and you were trying to nail
And I
it.
was trying to nail that song,
And it wasn't happening at all.
and kids were like, "Mummy, when can I get a shot?" I was like, "Shut it, you! I'm fucking
Aye.
doing this."
See when you hit the wee boy, I was like, he's took it too far.
Yeah,
man.
zigga zig smack.
Um,
I was gonna bring something else.
The Spice
I worked
Girls. Did you just miss the Spice Girls?
No, I was 12 or 13.
It's just cusp in it. That's
Yeah,
when you
I wasn't
start
that
getting your
bothered
own
by them.
taste, I'd say.
Yeah.
You start getting your own taste around about.
Yeah, you're not
12,
just
yeah.
you're more discerning.
I used to listen to shite music like Westlife and that because I was trying to attract glasses.
Right, so you spout their lyrics to them.
Aye. So
You're
remember.
still doing that.
No, aye, true. Main teletext.
Yeah.
Right. Do you really?
Alright,
Aye.
obviously.
So
I used to love telesex.
for any kids listening, Teletext was... How do you explain Teletext was like the internet before the internet.
Yeah, like a lame internet. A slow
Aye, but it was
fucking...
alright. Holidays, no. I never done the holidays, but I had dig this, I had Teletext pen pals.
You wouldn't even be wanking to teletext though, would you?
Well.
Well, see those multicoloured dots and numbers.
Hold the
that
page.
Could be a boob. That's 0.
50, 5808. Wait, is it? How do you spell boobs on a calculator?
Ah, fuck knows.
5008.
There must be an 8 involved.
Look it up, kids.
Anyway.
The teletext, I had an actual pen pal via teletext. So there used to be a page and it would be like, write to this person if you want.
Wow.
No, I done, right? So you could put an advert on the teletext page.
Nice.
Don't think it cost either.
Yeah.
Right? So I was like, I want pen pals. Again, this is so pre-internet,
Or
innit?
teletext pals.
But I didn't want men. Or men.
Men.
Boys.
Aye.
Men. I didn't want grown men. That'd be like paedophilic. You know? It'd be something wrong if a grown man was writing to a 10-year-old boy, I think. So I got a pen pal. So how I done it was I put an ad on the teletext, and the ad read something like, I am a 10-year-old boy from Glasgow looking for a friend, and I wrote, at the end I added, pure lie, right, I added, I like the music of Westlife, right, because, quite clever of me actually in a way, because I anticipated that boys were going to write and try and be my pen pal.
Right.
And I thought, I don't want boys. Because one, I thought, one, they're boys.
Yeah.
And secondly, they lie too much. They'll be telling me about their dad's Rolls Royce and all that.
Aye.
So I added that Westlife thing in and it worked. I got about 10 responses and it was all women.
If only things were this easy.
Little woman. 10-year-old woman.
Yeah.
No, I know. And it was like an English girl, and we kept in touch for a wee while as a pen pal back in the days when
Beautiful.
Did you ever have a pen pal?
No.
You've never lived.
I've never.
No pen pal, that's strange.
I was going to bring up something before we start talking about the... it's gone.
Must have been a lie. That's what my granddad used to always say, did my nothing. See if you forgot something, and you go, oh, I was just about 8. And he'll go, it must have been a lie then. And I'd go, oh, fuck you, it wasn't a lie, I know it wasn't a lie. It's not true.
I don't believe that.
No, he's full of shit,
yeah.
because I knew at times it was the truth.
Yeah, that's just like a bit of banter, isn't it?
It's just, he would say terrible things. Like he'd say, as a kid, he'd say, away out in the road and play with the white lines. You know, like
God, I've heard that. My dad used to say.
Why, they're so sick. Go and wash your hands and play with the power box.
Ha!
Good parenting advice.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, go and play in the street, the actual street. When you see a car, stay still.
That's
when you get hit by the car, don't phone us. Don't phone an ambulance.
Back then, you couldn't phone anybody. You didn't have a phone.
I know what I'm on about. Don't call out.
See now, right? Genuinely, I know, like working all fucks, right? But see, when you do think about life pre-internet, it is actually difficult, and we lived it.
Like, I remember it quite vividly, man.
Who did we phone?
I tell you, man.
How did we phone?
Yeah, I'll tell you. I was thinking about this recently. Do you remember the days when you weren't entertained 24/7? You know what I mean? Like, you'd be walking about, you couldn't listen to anything.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Or like a car journey when you're with your mum and dad and your fucking siblings and
sorry, we didn't have the money for a car, but
yeah, fuck. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Alright, if you went on a bus or train anywhere, you'd just be looking out the fucking window. And you'd have to make up stories in your head. Like I'd make up a story about some guy like getting chased by like a government or like UFO, and like he's going through all the trees and he's running as fast as the car. He's running as fast as a car. And shit like that. And
what about this? Being lost? Just being lost sometimes.
Yeah,
you get lost.
That's right.
And
fun. Scary but fun.
Scary but fun. And you'd walk for about an hour.
Yeah.
You don't know where you're going.
And you'd find new places.
Aye.
Now, right, get this. This is my story for this, right? Forgot about this, right? So I remember me and my brother came out of a pub on...
M or B? M or E?
Oh, Eddie, right? Eddie's 27 years old. Probably 26 at this time.
Right.
And...
Oh, so it's not that long ago?
Yeah. And we came to a pub and his mate was there and we're on Sauchiehall Street, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, for anyone who's not in Glasgow, and if you don't know, right, Sauchiehall Street is the main street in Glasgow. Yeah. Everywhere, like if you've been in Glasgow once, you've been on Sauchiehall Street, pretty much, probably.
Yes. I mean, you could, yeah.
Anyway,
right.
So we come out, and this guy's like, "Oh, I said to him instantly, I was like, all right, we're walking this way, you walking this way?" And he was like, "Oh, I just need to check." And I was like, "Oh, you're going home, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Wait." And I'm doing this for, there was at least 2 seconds where I paused. I was like, in my head, I was like, "You don't know where your house is from Sauchiehall Street." Like, if, like, he's been in this town for at least a year. I know that, because I spoke to him. Right? And Eddie's known him for at least a year, maybe 2 or 3. And he didn't know where the fuck he was, so he had to check his phone on maps.
That can be forgiven.
Oh, how?
When I ever go to Edinburgh, I always get
He's from Glasgow, he lives in Glasgow, mate.
I thought you said he'd only been there for a year.
Well, if you've been there for a year, you know where Sauchiehall Street is.
Well, let's state though, they have quite a good map system in your head. Like, you know more places than me. I've been here all my life. You haven't, and you know more Glasgow than me.
Yeah, but that's because you don't leave the house.
No, that's true. That's true.
Well, you do, but not very
not
often.
much.
Nah, come on, man. Like, that's see back in the day.
Aye.
I could have been. I could have been kidnapped, bundled in a fucking car, blindfolded, thrown out in the middle of fucking Edinburgh, blindfolded off. 2 seconds, I'd be like, right, I know where I'm going to.
Well.
And this cunt, he's been in fucking. He's not even had that many jars. He's coming out. And he's going, "Oh wait a minute, let me consult my map." Idiots! Now everyone's a fucking idiot. They don't know where they're going.
Stay? Do you know?
Southside.
Oh well, that is kind of like that's so close.
Aye. If you don't know where to get the bus after being a year, at least a year and a half, come on, you fuck me.
Aye, okay. Is this anybody I would know? No.
No, I don't want to mention his name.
It's a shame.
Because I've forgotten it.
Aye, name one. But
I would.
I bet he has as well.
I would name and shame if I can remember.
I bet he's forgot. Like, he's like, who am I?
Ah, that's a good one.
Oh my god. Just always.
Existential crisis
Mr.
every
Always
day.
Lost. Aye.
Mr. Always Lost.
He's never seen
That's
it. Well, he's seen it once.
We should create a whole bunch of new characters, like, you know, the Mr. Men. Mr. Always Lost.
Mr. Always Lost.
Mrs. Selfie.
Mr.
And Mr. Selfie. Let's not gender this.
Aye. Oh well, there's a lot of that. You know,
Yeah.
you need to say, or they, Mr. They.
Yeah.
Mr.
Mr. They. Mr. Pronouns. No, they pronouns. How would you get around that?
Aye. Genuinely, proper question.
Yeah.
Since the
Proper question.
aye, as opposed to all the shite ones.
Shitey ones.
Since the fucking transgender boom thing.
Yeah.
And by the way, I don't care about it at all. It didn't mean anything to me at all. Build a full toilet.
You're getting a
end
knock on the
it,
door
right.
tonight, mate.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Hate crime.
Yeah.
No, but I don't hate them. I actually I'm fascinated by them.
Okay.
I'm not really, but I don't have. I'm indifferent.
Okay.
The way you should be.
Yeah.
It's not my business.
No.
If they want to chop their dick off. It's not my.
Not everyone's chopping their dick off.
Or build a dick. I think that's much more interesting in it. A woman going into a guy. Like.
Can they not build me a new dick?
Aye.
Can they?
Do you know you can get dick?
It's getting a bit warm.
You can get your dick like weathered.
Weather. I've been sunning it.
Everything's getting weathered. Aye. What the fuck? So this was meant to be nostalgic. We didn't really do the nostalgic thing.
Oh, we did.
We barely
We've sung songs. We talked about the good old days of
Teletext.
great teletext and Andy Peters.
You just said Andy Peters once. That doesn't count.
Yeah, cynically just throwing out like names of fucking television shows from the 90s.
Andy Peters was.
I talked about everyone: Dick and Ant and fucking Cat and Matt.
And Matt. Wait, well, I just want to find, was there anybody, there must have been a TV show, whatever, blah, 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 that we could sort of end on, right? I've not finished the question.
Yeah.
I've finished the question.
Okay, I'm thinking.
Wait.
Okay.
He's thinking about a question, I've not answered them.
I'm a smart
That's
aleck.
how heady, you're
I'm a smart aleck.
Yeah, a smart aleck.
I'm like one of those annoying kids who raises their hand
Miss,
before the teacher's
Miss.
even finished.
Remember all that?
Yeah.
Miss.
I never did that, to be fair.
All they people we used to
Yeah,
have to.
I was a
remember
bit
that?
like
You'd
that.
put your finger on your lip. What was all that about?
I know.
It was like almost.
Is it stopping yourself from saying anything?
I don't know. I think it was I think it was a subconscious indication to the teacher, putting the finger on my lip. Miss, look how silent I'm. Like.
That's right. Yeah, look how
like,
good I
pick
am.
me.
Yeah.
Because they fuckers.
You've given me a flashback to a good story, by the way. It happened
Tell
in
it. We
the
need one.
2000s. So we were 15 years old.
Who we?
Me and a few mates.
Okay.
They were from a rougher part of town. Anyway, we got drunk. Right, that was our thing. We just got drunk and like walked the streets.
Was it
stole
cider?
Fire
Cheap
extinguishers.
cider.
Oh yeah.
Aye.
All that shit. Vodka as well. Cheap vodka.
Right.
Like Chekhov vodka.
All
Tolstoy vodka. All that shit. Anyway, and then we got drunk once, and I remember vividly there was a woman, and we were like really chivalrous. There was this woman in her 30s,
Right.
and she was really drunk, and she kept on dropping her keys and like stumbling, and then we were really chivalrous, and we were like, do you want us to help you up the stairs, because it was a flat?
Right.
And she was like, yeah, thanks very much, boys, thank you. We took her keys, we got her in, blah blah. Then we got in, and as soon as we were in, like, we were like, right, let's steal some stuff, right? It's horrible. I know.
Right.
I didn't really do anything,
I
right?
didn't see that coming.
Anyway,
Let's steal some stuff.
well, it wasn't.
Was the woman like at this point like lying on the
What?
couch comatose?
No, she was okay. She. This is the good part of the story, right?
Okay.
No, this is crazy. I remember this bit. This is all true. She was like, as soon as we got in, she locked the door and she was like, "Right,
What?
boys, sit down now. I'm a teacher." And I just sit down, right? She obviously like, was like ashamed of being really drunk, so she went to like teacher mode or
Whoa.
something. I still don't understand. She's like, right, everyone shut up and listen. And then she like,
She stopped reading out books and stuff.
can't remember what she said after that. I just
Put
remember
paper
being
and pencil down in
stunned.
front of you.
We all sat down, right?
Oh, wow, you're
One of them
so-
was like, one of the guys there was like, right, let's get the toilet paper, because he loved stealing toilet paper.
a good thing to steal.
I know, because obviously his family weren't buying
There's,
enough
like,
toilet paper.
Gold everywhere and shit.
Yeah.
He's like, where's the toilet paper at?
Yeah. And then, oh man, and then
He's
they
just locked in
stole,
her house,
locked in her house, and then
stealing toilet
she
paper.
got really shouty because one of the cheekier members kept on being like, Miss, can I go to the toilet, miss?
Whoa.
And she'd be like, yeah, go to the toilet. And then another one would be like, Miss, and he kept on interrupting her lesson, which I can't remember what she was talking
A
about.
lesson?
Aye. And then,
Jesus Christ.
I think she was telling it was like a life lesson or something, from a vague memory. She was
Be a
trying to
drunken-
warn us about
Be a
something.
drunken
Like,
teacher.
enjoy your lives or something. Like, shut up and enjoy your lives whilst you still can, because mine is shit. She was kind of like that vibe, you know.
Sounds like it.
And then, so one of them kept on interrupting her, which is probably why I can't really remember what she was
Can I
talking about.
interrupt you? So-
Yeah.
Did 90's want to fuck her?
No, we were... She was just a bit too old for us. She was like late 30s.
Right.
She
But was
wasn't
that in your
particularly
league at all?
attractive.
Was it
No,
like,
she wasn't particularly
oh my
attractive
god,
either.
we're getting asked back to a woman's house. She's just
No,
locked
that
us in
didn't come into it. We were being pretty chivalrous at that point, and then
until the fifth.
the scheme part of us all came out, and once we were in the house, we were like, oh,
So would you steal?
oh man,
What?
I'm not telling.
No. What? Was it valuable?
No, not really.
Oh well.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but
What'd you steal?
no, I'm not saying
Spill
that
the
on there.
beans.
No.
What? Come on.
No, I'll tell you after.
That's a terror.
Nah, no.
People will.
But the end of the story is
You got arrested?
Brian, Fat Brian, as we call him.
Fat Brian.
He stole all his toilet
I know.
paper. Somebody else got our booze.
No,
right?
well, Fat Brian still. No, I know why he's stealing. Because he's fat and he uses more toilet paper than me. That's what it is, isn't it?
Is that the
It
equation?
must be. I've deducted that.
I think he's
from-
just like
Yeah.
the poorest of us, right? So he stole the
Jesus
because his
Christ.
family didn't buy
Aye.
toilet paper.
Wow.
What a shame. Anyway, he was a cunt. Anyway,
Oh.
anyway, the other guy stole.
Fat cunt.
The other guy,
Oh,
yeah.
fuck, by the way, they hate law crimes. I take it back.
Was that a hate crime?
Fatism?
Oh fuck! Right. Anyway, can I
Body
finish? It's not even that good.
No,
You're
I
making
can't.
this
I
anticlimactic.
only go.
Anyway.
I'm desperate to know what you
So
stole.
they stole one of them stole booze. Brian stole fucking toilet paper, and we all just when her back was turned, we're like, right, let's get, because it's getting weird, right? We're like,
It was
right, let's
already
just
pretty
go.
weird, like.
Yeah. So we had to we unlocked the door and ran out. That was it.
That was it. Ever see her again?
No.
Well, and now looking back, was she attractive?
No, I don't think so. No,
Like,
I think we would have noticed that.
Right.
Nah, there's no vibes like that at all.
Because you know what I'm saying, like, I'm not trying to get Vera into just, like, filth for the sake of it.
Kind
But
of.
as 15-year-olds,
Yeah, you're horny.
Aye.
Yeah,
and
but
a grown woman walks
yeah.
in our house.
But I think she was just that little bit too old for us. I think if she
I'm
was
not
early
listening.
30s,
I'm
if
not
she was
kidding.
attractive.
I think she was playing with it, by the sounds of it.
Hmm.
It's a bit bent of a 30-year-old
Yeah.
woman to be getting a gang of boys into her
I
house.
think, benefit of the doubt, I think she was just trying to reciprocate. One, she was drunk, right? Two, I think she was just trying to reciprocate because we did help her up the stairs. I think she was just like, I'll let them in and I'll
blow them up.
No, I really doubt it. Really doubt it.
It is bent if you think about it. Like, see,
I mean, I
these
had
days-
fucking acne all over my face. Fat Brian wasn't exactly.
Fat Brian's not getting it.
He's not getting anything. Stuart wasn't particularly a good looker either, so.
But these days, that's not happening, right? 30-year-olds taking a gang of boys or lassies into the house.
I mean, it was weird.
foot charges.
It was weird even in the 2000s.
Aye, that's seen a
Early
lot.
2000s.
When Scooter ran the charts,
Yeah,
that's seen a lot.
Yeah.
Aye.
It was mad.
Well, I'll read my fact and we'll call
Right,
this.
okay.
So Jesus, this is an extra long one, but hey, sometimes you'll get extra long ones, so what?
Yeah.
You know, don't complain. You've got life, if you even look, I'm addressing,
You're always say this at the end.
well, if anybody's even listened to this, think how lucky
We'll
you are
send you a biscuit.
to be alive, right?
Mm.
Like, you've got the luxury to be sitting like on a laptop or a phone with your electricity and all your
You
amenities.
sound like 89 years old.
Well,
With your
I'm just pointing out.
electricity.
Well, I'm just pointing out
And
the
your-
wee things that we don't, we take for granted all the time. It's pissing me off. That's what it is. I'm sick of people in general, Westerners, moaning and me. Like, have you seen how good you've got it?
I know.
I go back to that Harold Macmillan quote.
Yeah.
You never had it so good, or whatever. I think I'm paraphrasing, but he was right.
Is that not a pop song?
He was right. No, he was
Alright,
the Prime
okay.
Minister, but he got mocked for it at the time.
Oh.
Like, it was, wasn't it? You never had it so good. It was pretty much that.
Yeah.
This is as good as it. No, he didn't say it's as good as it
That
gets.
could apply right now, but maybe in 10 years' time with AI and climate change, that's not going to apply. Like, we could be the best generation right now, have the best of both worlds.
We kind of.
Kind of are.
Aye. We've got
Or maybe it
everything.
was the people in the 60s, the boomers, because they had cheaper houses, they had, you know what I mean? I feel like they had it the best.
No, that.
Maybe Harold Macmillan's right, because...
He
you
was.
know,
Aye,
yeah, so he
was
probably right.
Yeah. He was mocked
Yeah.
highly, but he was right.
Boomers, if you're listening, start donating money to us millennials.
Fucking right. I'm not millennial, am I?
You're a millennial.
I think so.
Aye.
But I have a wee bugbear with that. Why are we millennials? I think millennials is people who were born post-millennium.
I know, I don't get it.
I
I'm
was-
14 years out.
yeah.
of anyway, but that's the way it is,
yeah,
mate.
True. Aye.
Innit? That's
Strange. But no, but you know, my I think I've said this in a lot. My granny and granda always say to them, fucking lucky bastards, like, yous are gonna die just as the world's like really fucked up, you know,
Yeah.
like they had like basically 70 years of
it.
peacetime.
Well, yeah.
That's some gone.
That's some.
You know,
Yeah.
they saw a lot of great advancements. And,
Yeah, they had a good, yeah.
And we've got all this.
But then it might
existential
get
shit.
better. Might get better. We don't know.
Right. And then,
Not convinced.
right, these are the best. Right, okay, I'll just read out a couple.
I thought you were gonna talk about fucking your favorite true crime, your favorite disaster.
Oh no, that's next. That'll be in the next episode. I'm gonna scrap facts and I'm gonna start talking.
Fuck your facts. I'm gonna read out something from Danny's 15-year-old
No, you
self,
don't
which
do
is
that.
more nostalgic and thematically cogent.
Uh,
Right, Danny has put in his diary from 2006 when he was about 15, 14. He's got the man underlined. Miss Morrison. Who's Miss Morrison, Danny?
Miss Morrison was my head teacher of my year
Right enough.
at the time.
Springburn Academy is the man.
That was my school.
The Police is the man,
They were
obviously.
my apparent enemy. Aye.
The Army.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
I mean,
And then the final one, Tony Blair. And you've added it. You've added it, obviously.
I was going to write George Bush. I think you can see George.
Oh, why did you score that?
Maybe I don't know.
You're like, nah, he's not a man.
I think Blair annoyed. I hate Blair. Man.
Blair, more, fair. Because he's two-faced. At least George Bush, you know where he's at.
Aye,
You know he's going to start a
I'm the war president.
Yeah, he's a cowboy.
Aye.
Modern day cowboy with nukes.
Something up his arse and it was embarrassing.
Yeah. We thought better of you, Tony. You let us all down.
I didn't, I must say.
Even in the 90's?
Aye, I know.
You knew?
I
see your Danny.
But I grew up with socialist parents, so we were Tommy Sheridan followers and
stuff.
Oh,
okay, fair.
So you copy your parents.
Yeah.
I knew nice guy Tony wasn't to be trusted. But I do remember the wave of optimism
you must
in
have
97.
voted.
No, I couldn't vote. I was only 6.
No, but your family might have voted socialist.
Aye, they did.
Aye.
Always, stringently always voted for the Scottish Socialist Party until that disappeared.
Because they did.
They done really well in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
It was about 5-6 seats or something. No, they fucked Sheridan.
I know. Well,
let's not get any politics.
Aye, let's not get any.
In the course of an average lifetime, let me try it again for mumbling it.
Danny's got better facts. You got better facts from when you're 15-year-old, mate. Like,
in the course of an average lifetime.
You just told us who the man was, and
wait,
that was really informative.
How this is a bit strange.
Right.
I don't quite get this. There are 293 ways to make change for $1. I can't even conceptualise what that means.
Oh, I don't know. You want facts from your diary?
Aye, they're good facts.
Right.
So, but
here's
just
one.
a wee note.
What?
Me and Paddy found it today, because I found an old school diary and it turned out that these particular diaries, what must have been in print for about 10 years, maybe still, they're like special school diaries that you would get at the start of the year. And
I had one as well.
You had one as well?
So you've got here,
that was interesting.
Make sense of what this means.
Is this me?
This is you. Experience, spelled EXEPE, blah blah. Bed sheets. Experience bed sheets. And you've got exclamation mark.
I know what it means.
Oh, do you?
It was my first time I had an ecstasy tablet. See, we go back a couple of pages.
Interesting.
I've written down we are everything but nothing.
Yeah,
I was a day after my first ecstasy.
So what is the bed sheets?
I was on a bed, and now when you're on ecstasy, things feel good.
Yeah.
I was going like, I had these bed sheets. Wow, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much more to bed sheets than I've ever realised.
That's hilarious.
So like a few days later, I must have wrote experience bed sheets.
It's beautiful. I love it.
Aye. And then I should have wrote experience bin men, because that's what it's.
I love the callback.
How long do you think it takes to be a bin man, to train to be a bin man?
2 days.
25 minutes.
25 minutes?
Hey, let's not disrespect our
fuck, I know.
people.
Throw us in a bin.
No, I like the bin. Like, we know how, we've been through this, the importance is...
They're probably the only people who can get rid of a body fairly...
Aye. And
easily.
And they're quite, I bet you they'd take a wee bit of kickback. I know, so my first partner, her dad was a bin man. And I know he was getting up to things.
Like?
I don't know if he was disposing corpses right enough, but theft and that at the store or what?
Really?
Council workers tend to steal a lot.
Yeah.
Anybody who's working and doesn't steal for their work is a
job's worth.
Yeah, you're a job's worth, you're an idiot. You're either a job's worth or you're an idiot. Like, it's expected to steal for your work.
Yeah. Some places are just like if they catch somebody steal, they'll just be like, yeah, well.
When I was doing my work experience, I'd done it in a music shop, like a guitar shop.
Oh, they don't even make that much money.
It was in Otago Street in the West End.
That's awful, mate.
Get this right.
Aye.
So there was a magazine downstairs, I can't remember what it was, but it was quite a big magazine in Scotland, right? And they were set downstairs. I was like a lackey, so they would get me to fucking, like, I don't know, sellotape boxes and shit and this downstairs, but so I kind of got pally with the magazine guy. But when I'd come in every day, they'd give me the keys to open up, believe it or not. I'd come in, I was a bass player at the time, and I would all these plectrums, cheap, Yeah. I'd put all the plectrums in my pocket and stuff like that. And I remember meeting the guy for the magazine, and he went, and he said to me, he says, "You've been stealing plectrums?" And I went, "Oh shit." And I went, "I'm just telling the truth, I went, "Aye." And he went, "Aye, quite right." He says, "Take some more, there's a whole box of there."
No way.
And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Everybody's in on it." But one day, I'll just quickly end it on this. One day I went in, opened up, and I noticed there was like a kind of thing like that there, a recording, like a mixing disc, right, which are quite expensive. And I was into sound recording as well at the time. So I kept noticing it was in the stock room, it was all dusty and shit, nobody was using it, nobody was buying it. So I was like, I'm going to take that one day. So I did. This is my work experience, though. So I did, and I got it home. I was sort of shaking and that with adrenaline. And I got home, and for some stupid reason, I said to my ma, I says, "Oh, I pulled out my bag," and she says, "Where'd you get that?" And I says, "I stole it from my wee work king." And she went, for fucking nut with me.
Aye.
You'll never work in your life if they catch you, and like all that stuff, you know.
Shit.
And I got the fear.
That's kinda right.
And I was like, oh no, it's like my first ever job, and I'm fucking stealing for it right away. So I took it back, and I actually unstole it.
Nice. Did they see you put it back?
I didn't change it, and I could have just kept it, and everything would have been fine. Then after and I worked hard that week. That week, right, my work experience. I promise you, they will get me to do things like crazy things.
Yeah.
Okay, just take that drum kit downstairs. The drum kit, right? Okay. Like, I was fucking struggling, right?
Yeah.
But I worked hard. So I thought,
you are one of these
at the
elephants
end
from
I'll
the
get.
circus.
I know.
Jesus, right.
I thought at the end I'll get like a good gift, because you get gifts at the end of your work experience.
Yeah.
It's a guitar shop. I might get a guitar, piano, who knows, right?
Yeah.
A fucking guitar stand.
Ah.
A wee poxy guitar stand.
Well, I know what saying. We would have given you something else, but you've stolen quite a lot from us, and we know about that. So we just thought this would be
$2,000 worth of pledges. Yeah. Well, on that note, I suppose it's been a long year.
Yeah.
But that's alright.
That was good, I think that was a good one.
There'll be plenty of clips for you to listen to as opposed to the show.
What do you mean?
Just having to go at people that listen to clips
Oh,
and don't listen to the show.
Oh, no.
Like, what are you all about? You're missing it.
Missing out. We don't clip everything that's funny, guys.
No, that's the whole point. It's a teaser.
It's a teaser.
So see if you like the clips, the show, you'll be like, what is
Yeah.
this stuff, man?
Yeah.
It'll be like smack. Good smack. I mean, smack that's good for you. Good smack that's good for you.
Fuck me.
Do you know smack's not a thing
You
anymore?
endorsed pyromania,
I didn't
stealing,
endorse it.
paedophilia, and now smack.
I have to on the day that the hate crime laws come in,
Yeah.
I need to refer. I did not endorse paedophilia.
You said the
pyromania.
best way to get rid of a paedophile would be to pay him to not fuck Waynes. That's what you said.
Did I?
Not on the podcast, but you have said it.
No.
So if you want to report Danny, saying it, I don't think it's a hate crime. It's just a policy idea.
Aye.
So you can't really get Danny done.
Yeah.
But
True. You said you would just give them money.
I just give you money.
In general.
Just stop doing that, and we'll give you money. Boom.
Aye,
Surely
that's
that'd
quite
work.
good as carrot and stick.
Yeah. And then if you end up looking at some school, we're like, no, we're not. You're not getting your money
This week.
this week. Maybe next week if you're a good boy.
Aye.
Good man. In fact, don't. Yeah, you gotta make sure you say good man. You don't want them thinking they're boys.
Boys, because that'll set them off.
You know what I mean?
Aye.
Yeah.
Funny
We've got it figured. I don't know why.
funny how
Why do
pedophiles-
people come to us and
I know.
with you know what I mean?
They've all to be solved. Maybe.
Solved. Easy.
Like-
Give pedophiles money.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
On one last note,
Right.
both me and Paddy have now got filters on our taps that get rid of the fluoride, and the water tastes so fresher. So go out and buy filters so the government can't dumb you down.
Yeah.
That's my point.
That's your spreading of
That's my right
consciousness.
Yes.
Red pilling motherfuckers.
Yes. Instead of black pilling, that's what the incels say. I've been black pilled.
From?
Society.
Oh God.
Fucking incels. I'm still trying to get them. I'm trying to incite violence via an incel to get some publicity for this fucking show.
Oh yeah.
It'd be great, wouldn't it?
But they've got to kill Chads. That's what we. That's the other policy that we came up with.
Attempt us.
Why are you not killing Chads?
Mhm.
Like, why are you going after women?
Mhm.
Why not kill some of the competition? You hate Chads so much. Anyway, you know the rest.
Aye, reviewing it in my head, I'm thinking maybe they do kill chads.
I think they're too chicken. I think they just pick on people that don't have muscles.
Aye.
Not us. I know some women have muscles.
Yeah, that. Aye. Quite a
But
lot,
generally, they don't have
Aye.
as big muscles as a Chad.
What Paddy's trying to say is women are the weaker species. they're no quite us, you know. They're just we'll beat you at anything. That's true, I know. No, by the way, I've had so many sports beatings, let alone beatings in general. For women,
Aye.
ran rings with me. Doing lens in school,
Oh yeah.
swimming lens.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend at the time.
You're not exactly Michael Phelps though,
No, not
or
at
any
all.
athlete.
I could only muster one length, right? my then girlfriend did
Wow.
24 lengths
Wow.
in front of me,
Wow.
and I was like, oh fucking hell.
Were you smoking at the time?
No, no,
You're always unfit.
I was just always. No, I was a fit boy.
Were you?
Aye, I told you I was full of asthma.
Oh,
I
I
was
see.
I was
Asthma.
fit
I
as
forgot
fuck.
about the asthma. man.
No, one last thing.
Yeah.
Speaking about as being a kid, I had a flashback a few months ago. I was walking around and I thought, oh my god. So I was walking around my building, which is circular, and I thought to myself, I'm going to just do another wee lap before I go up the house. Don't know why, I just wanted a wee extra walk. Nice night.
Yeah.
So I did another wee lap. I'd done a bit of free meal. And then I went, oh my god, as a kid I used to run around this constantly,
Yeah.
and I would do like a lap thing.
Yeah.
That's
I
how
used to
fit
do that.
I was.
Yeah.
Like, I would just for fun, just run
I
like
know.
fuck.
Just run anywhere.
Like, that's me done 2, that's me done 3,
I know.
that's me done 4.
I know. Meet a mate. You'd run all the way there.
Aye, aye.
Yeah.
Fit as fuck.
I remember I did a paper and I used to run up every stair, and I must be about.
Wow.
It was 2 hours work, so it must have been at least 50 stairs that I was running up in one night.
Right. Do you know
I was knackered by the end, but I could probably still do
was
a
it the
few
same
extras.
in Edinburgh? There was like quite a competition to be a paperboy. Like, as in,
No.
it was a pretty exclusive job. You know, like, you had to really know the show owner well.
Wow, really?
Oh, it was hard to get the gig here because everybody
Wow.
wanted it.
Really?
You know what I mean? Like, not everybody, but a lot of people wanted it. It was, you couldn't just go in and say, "Can I be the paperboy?" They'd be like, "No, fucking
We've
Lee
got-
Frank's been doing it for the
yeah.
last 6 years."
I got recommended to a friend because I did his paper
It's
round.
mad that you need to get.
I know, a fucking
aye,
a reference.
A reference. Aye, ask
Yeah.
Mr. Patel.
Yeah.
He told me
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Aye, yeah.
That's right, it was quite in demand.
Aye, aye.
That's right. I was really good up until I discovered smoking weed.
Wow,
And then
ruined it.
it
Ruined
totally
your paperboy
ruined, man.
dreams.
It totally ruined it.
You'd still be doing it if it
I
wasn't for that.
I'd leave fucking papers everywhere.
Remember the great game? Oh, just that. This is the last bit in the nostalgia.
Yeah.
Do you remember the game Paperboy? Paperboy, and he would throw it.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
I think it was Atari. No, it must have been Sega maybe.
It was either Sega or the old Nintendo. No, I don't know. I don't know.
I think the Atari would be too old.
I think it was Sega Saturn.
Maybe Paperboy, and you could pan the 90's if you didn't get it right.
Ah.
Like the owners would get angry.
I know. Well, the Yanks had it easy. A fuck going on your bike.
I know.
We had to go the stairs, mate.
Closes, past
Aye.
junkies.
Past
I used to go with my pal Dean. He had a paper run, and we had to go to a bit. I'll spare its name, but it was a bit rougher than here,
Yeah.
and it was dead hairy, man. Like, you'd be like, oh no, like, need to go up that stair, and you know that there's shades there, and you know, it was actually.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it was such a.
That's probably why I ran through them all.
Aye. Dean was on danger money or no? Yeah, you get an extra 50 quid a week just because of the. No,
To the area? No, really?
no,
Alright, okay.
only kidding.
That
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Only lying to you.
They kind of should have though. Do you know what I mean? Anyway.
Anyway, we
Yeah.
should
Aye,
should
we'll go.
definitely stop this,
Yeah.
shouldn't we? Well, I've enjoyed this one,
That was
which
good.
usually that probably means it's fish. 'Cause
Yeah,
the last
that
two,
old equation of
Innit?
if you're
You've
enjoying
enjoyed it.
yourself, then
Yeah,
maybe not. Maybe that
Give
maybe
that-
that doesn't work in podcasts.
see
maybe-
that quote for young creatives,
Wow.
comedy creatives. You know, give that quote what you were just saying there, 'cause it's true about being on a shoot.
Oh yeah, so it's a kind of adage amongst people in
And it's true, I think.
media. Whenever they're in a crew, if the crew and the cast are having too much fun,
Particularly on a comedy.
particularly in a comedy, bang.
Especially on a comedy.
I forgot about that part. It means that generally it means that the show is going to be shit.
Yep.
Because they're having a good time
Mm.
and they're maybe missing something or it's too in. I don't know why. Or maybe
it's
it's
a
like a
bit-
too in jokey or something.
Aye.
Maybe they're having too much. You know, they're
Yeah.
making themselves laugh, but they know all the references. I don't know.
I know,
But
it's a weird
anyway,
thing.
it's a weird one and it's kind of true. But
Mm.
I don't know if it applies to podcasts. So we'll see.
Aye, we'll see.
Let us know
This
if
show
this
will
was a
tell
good
us.
one or not.
True.
Please let us know.
Certainly
We
a
like
long one.
feedback and we don't care if you say this one was shit. As long as you don't say all of them are shit because we.
Because
Well,
we're trying.
Because
we're super desperate.
we don't want to cry. But no, but like if you can tell us, that'd be good.
Aye. And on that note, this has been Root Canal, episode 7, I believe. And aye, already, I know. Under a month. Weird. How that
Prolific,
happened?
mate.
There's only 4 weeks in a
I'm
month.
so prolific at talking shite into microphones.
I know. See by
Being
the
with
end.
our mates.
See by the end of Root Canal, like
Yeah.
way, you know, like it's
Yeah.
think how many hours of shit
Yeah.
is going to be in the air.
It'll be cool for us.
That's going to be amazing. It'll
Yeah.
be,
We can go back in
posterity.
time. Yeah, posterity. Yeah.
We're stuck in audible time
Yeah. Beautiful.
forever.
I love it.
It's a good way to
It's
die.
great.
On that note, goodbye everybody.
Goodbye.
Happy April Fool's Day.
Happy April
And
Fools.
happy
Happy Easter,
crime.
Jesus.
Happy Scottish Hate Crime Day.
Oh God, yeah, that as well. A lot of good things